God bless you. Hey, it's your boy J Hardcore Boxing News back at you with what's happening in the world of boxing today. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I apologize for the complication, but for some reason, my laptop is not connecting with the Wi Fi, and I just couldn't get on. But that one monkey don't stop no show. I came upstairs. I'm doing it off my phone. We're gonna continue on, still making it happen for sure, for sure, for sure. But I hope everybody's doing well, fine, and fabulous. Hope you had a glorious Memorial weekend. We had a long one. That was a good thing, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you spent time with family and friends and just had a fabulous day. I know I had a good one, man. I had a good weekend, man. My daughter, she had a little crab seafood feast, and I went over her house, man, and kicked back and chilled with them and relaxed. That was Sunday. Yesterday, I didn't really do too much, man. I was just did some cleaning and just laid around and been a bum yesterday for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Justice. As y'all can see, this show is brought to you by richthreads.com. I got my rich threads on today, Jack. Shout out to my guy, Remo. Salute to richthreads.com, the sponsor of this show today, for sure. What we got going on here? Let's find out who is in the chat. Yes, indeed. Taking first place today, we got Cash Sports. JBT owned box historian is in the building. He said old school GM. William Old School comes in second. He said, Cash Sports, salute, my guy. Good morning. What's up, Old School? I called you yesterday, my brother. I guess you were just completely busy, but I did give you a call back. Whenever you get a chance, hit me up, my brother. Who else? BVO Boxing TV. What up, youngster? How you feeling today? Hope all is well. Yeah, I seen your interview, man. I watched the playback of it, Jack. Yes, indeed. Excellent interview. That brother said he ain't never had anything in his system. He said the only thing he was drunk off was Roy Jones 1-2. I thought that was kind of funny, Jack. But he said he never had a beer or anything. I believe it was that Reggie Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. Correct? That's his name? Yeah, but good interview, man. Keep up the excellent work, man. Appreciate you. BVO Boxing said, Cass, I'm waiting on the George Foreman show. Yeah, you know what? I would enjoy that. George Foreman's my guy. Yes, indeed. George Foreman's my guy, man. Not even I don't know if I tweeted to him or text to him or something, man, but he did respond, man. His handle is Fuzzy Wuzzy. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy did not care. Boss Dog in the building. What's up, Boss Dog? I see you, my guy. What you got going on, man? 10-4 Shorty in the building. Always good to see Boss Dog, man. Been a supporter for a long time. And I salute my brethren for sure. Okay. We got California Connect in the building. We got Thomas Hill, hashtag JBT, is in the building, man. I salute you, brother, because I know it's 5 something in the morning in California. But yet you still out rocking with your boy, man, without a doubt. Yeah. Who else up in here? G Peasy, my right-hand man. What's up with you, boy? He made sure everything was cool and connect. He called me, man. He's like, get your ass on the show, man. Like, we'll do, Shaw. They appreciate you, man. He said, yo, what it do, hardcore family? Yes, indeedy. Who else? Let me see. Mike Rim. Salute to Mike Rim, man. They sent him to a new rehab spot, man, for rehabilitation. He said the place was filthy. said he had to get out of there. He ain't messing around like that, man. So hey, I respect that, man. You know, if you don't live in filth, why you want to go to a place and stay in filth? I get it. Salute to our brother, man, and we just pray that he continue on getting well. Marvin McDowell in the building. What's up, Marvin? Yes, indeed. Marvin is definitely my go-to guy for information. If I don't know something, I'm gonna call Marvin up. Because 9 times out of 10, he do know. It's good to have a big homie in your life, man. Yeah. If you ain't got one, you better get one. Yeah, you need to be around people that's smarter than you. If you the smartest in your crew, you in trouble. Amen and a boom shagalaka to that. Let me tell you something. Get somebody older in your life that ain't gonna just be no yes man and just gonna tell you how TIS is, man. Yeah. Them the type of cats you need in your life. Like when you effing up, they'll tell you, you know what, Shawty, you need to get shit in order because right now you slipping. I can see you slip. Them the type of cats you need in your life that ain't gonna sanction your bullshit, Jack. You ain't got that in your life, hey, you in the wrong predicament, Jack. Yes, you got that one for free. How about that? GPs, he said, we aren't interested in problems, only solutions. Exactly, Mundo. And that's how we get down up in here. We assess the situation and then we figure it out. Yeah. Without a doubt, without a doubt. Uh-oh, I just hit something. Man, goodness gracious, man. That's why I hate being on the phone. Sorry about that, y'all. I made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. I apologize. Cash Sports say, T Hill, good morning. We missed your expert input on the JBT panel yesterday afternoon. Yes, we did. Man, and I was having Wi-Fi problems yesterday, man. I'm just having issuements, man. And we got new Wi-Fi and all that stuff, man. But yet it's still doing the boogie woogie man, for sure. It's still doing the boogie woogie. But we gonna no matter what, I'm gonna work it out, man. Yes, indeed. Even if I gotta go back to the neighbor's Wi-Fi, Jack, I'm gonna have to humble myself and ask my neighbors to accept me. For sure. Who else up in here, man? Did I get it? Kenneth Johnson. What's up, Kenneth Johnson? Salute to my brethren, man. Yeah, he is the hardcore of the day. If you want to check out my brethren, Kenneth Johnson, go to the community page so you'll be able to meet the brother, man. Yesterday, he did 60 miles while riding his bike and listening to the hangout, being in the hangout, man. Yes, indeed, man. So I'm glad that we were part of that experience, my brother. You dig? And keep riding, Jack, for sure, man. I never was a bike rider, to be truthfully honest. The damn seats hurt too much, man. I guess by now they done figured that out. But I tell you, man, them seats used to wear me out, man. I couldn't do, and something done bit me. Yes, indeed. Okay. Thomas Hill said, Cash Sport, I inform y'all that the past 3 weeks will be tough for me because we had catering figs lined up this weekend. We were in San Diego on 3-day catering. Wow, that's nice. Say my apologies, man. Got to get that bread, Jack. Because when that bill man knock on the door, he don't want to hear none of that. He don't want to hear none of that. You better believe that, Jack. You dig? So, man, you definitely got to make sure that your ducks are in order. Boxing Dad, what's up, my guy? Good to see you. Always a pleasure, man. I'm gonna hit you up too this week. Matter of fact, man, we need to wrap. Hey, I seen Damari been getting some work with Adrian Broner. Yeah, Damari Filson, man, he been sparring with AB, man. So, yo, that youngster gonna be something different, man. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all, get behind Damari Filson now. You did, because I'm gonna tell you, Shawty got next, man. He got next without a doubt. So y'all make sure y'all check youngsters, start subscribing to him. And he's intelligent. The youngster got his own art gallery already. You dig, online, and he is a artist, man. Yeah. They normally call them starving artists, man, when they first start out, man. So yeah, y'all make sure that y'all check that out. I believe it's called No Slip. You did. But yeah, salute the boxing dad, son, Damari Filson. And let me tell you something. From what I understand, and y'all know how we get about the understanding, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So salute boxing dad, man, for growing up an excellent young champ and gonna be champ of the world one day. Remember, I said that right here in the hangout, Jack. I got receipts now. Yes, indeed. Who else we got up in shit? There go my brother from St. Louis right there. Showtime, the guy passed my guy. What's up, Showtime? How little Miss Jamila doing? She probably on the cab now and on the way to school. Yes, indeed. Little sis catch a cab to school. Yeah. Give y'all one of them old times. I remember when we used to walk 10 miles to school with no shoes on. What's up, Showtime? Hope all is well, man, and everything is doing well over there in St. Louis, man. I know it's a little rough over there, boy. But I know you handling your stuff, OG, without a doubt. Yes, indeed. Hey, y'all don't know this about Showtime, man, but he be selling precious stones and necklaces and stuff like that. So y'all should check him out, man, because he understand what each stone is for and what it does. You know what I mean? Yeah, without a doubt. So y'all go over there and check out Showtime, man. Ask him to show you his collection and hey, and purchase something from bro, man. You know we family, and that's how we get down, man. You dig? We support each other. Yes, indeed. The hangout stay in effect, man. Who else we got up in here? Damn! The first hardcorean is in the building, y'all. Fat Steel is up in the building. He said he up early. You know he run that casino down in Baltimore, man. Yeah. He one of them big shots down there, man. So he be up all night. So, but listen here, Fat Steel was in the hangout before the hangout began, man. You dig? So yeah, I salute youngster, man. He's always been there, always been a supporter. So shout out to my little big homie Fat Steel, man. Yes, indeed. I got to get down there, man. I ain't been down in that casino, man, probably in about 2 or 3 years, Fat Steel. I got to get down there, man, without a doubt. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Hey, Fat, man, you got to send me a picture, man, so I can make you hardcore of the day, man. People need to see you, man. Send me a picture, man, so I can get you up in there, man. Say, click the link, Jay. I can't click no links right now, brother. I'm on live and I'm on this phone. I can't do no extra stuff right now, man. I will definitely check it out later, though. But yeah, y'all get me to hitting stuff on this phone, man, and you mess around and see something y'all want to see. Nah, I'm just messing with you. But nah, man, I'm not messing around with clicking nothing right now, Jack. I'm on my phone. Damn computer ain't working. Don't get me to try to do no extrament. I ain't doing it. And I ain't going back and forth with you about it either. Kenneth Johnson said, I appreciate it. The seat still hurt like hell until you get used to it. See? That damn seat, man. They need to make a seat with a pillow like this on it, man. I need this. Give me a seat with with pillows, man. I ain't playing with y'all, man. Nah, I ain't. Okay, I almost did something crazy. He said, Damari Filson is the problem. Talent oozing out. Yeah. Damari ain't no joke, man. He said he got his own money. Salute the boxing day. Oh Lord, well, Kylo, what you want, man? You trying to get in the show, man? You don't you see me doing the show? Get down, you little monkey. Yeah, my dog, man. You all in my face right now. All right, how you get used to that? Stop. All right, I'm gonna make you get down. I'm gonna make you get down. Don't Kylo, you are so spoiled. This dog is so spoiled. It's ridiculous, man. All right, don't knock my tripod down, bro. All right, how you get used to that ish be changed. Ah, Kylo, calm down, man. All right. Hey. All right. I'm gonna send you in your cage in a minute. Stop. He won't be part of the show, y'all. All right. All right. Sit. Oh man, oh man. Who else? Lewis 4500. What's up, my guy? He said, Jay Hardcore, what it do? It is, what it shall be, and I'm trying to figure what it is right now. Good to see you, 45. 45, Lewis 4500. What that 4500 got to do with it, man? It's always a significance when people got those numbers and stuff. Sometimes it's their birthday, sometimes it's the year they was born. 4500. It might be a good number to play. Number came out 4,000 yesterday. I was so pissed, man. I was off by one, man. If they had a one in there, I was like, dang. But it didn't happen. He said you have to go to the bike shop and get a proper bike fitting. See, that's too much up in here. Doc and Lovely up in here. I see y'all saying salute to Doc and Lovely. What's up, Doc and Lovely? Melon Queen 27. Yes, indeed. He's a good sis, man. You can't find people like that these days, man. All right. Let me see. She said, good morning, Jay, and the hangout. Fam, hope everyone is enjoying time off. Today is my last day off. I'm surprised I'm up this early. Peace and blessings. Well, I'm glad that you are up this early, sister. Yes, indeed, because we plan on having a great, fine, and fabtabulous hangout, as we always do. And I ain't forgot y'all. Salute to my mighty warriors. You know who you are. The ones that like to watch. Salute to y'all. Hey, y'all want to see my second oldest son? Come on over here, son. You don't want to see me, man. Come on. I want you to show the people you, man. My handsome son, y'all. They've seen you before, man. They can see you again. Come on over here, man. It's my handsome son right here. That's David Samuel. Yes, indeed. I shot it. You see all that hair on his head? You see, I ain't got none. Yeah, all your sons got long hair except for Jay. What'd you say? All got long hair except for Jay. Because Jay stayed true to the game. You know what I mean? Yeah. I started them all with bald heads, man. Then to find out that they didn't like bald heads. You know, made for rough living. Huh? Made for rough living. Bald heads made for rough living? Yeah, you can't just come to school and random Tuesday with a bald head. That's right. That's rough living. You gotta stand up for yourself now. Hey, but at least that made you tougher. Yeah. It builds character. It builds character? Naeem the Dream said, Jay, where's that bag? It's my birthday. I apologize, Naeem the Dream. The Wi-Fi is doing some serious boogie woogie. That's why I'm upstairs, in the family room right now, man, because I can't get no signals in the basement for some reason, or the computer is not accepting it, or I don't know. All I know is it ain't working, you dig? But happy birthday to you, man. Yeah, I'm saying, I can shadow box, give you about, a few of them if you need that. But if not, God willing, we'll be able to do it for you tomorrow, man. But it definitely ain't working today. But you know what? I ain't in the problems, only solutions. You keep saying, Jay, click this, bruh. I can't click this, Thomas Hill. I'm on the phone, bruh. What are you talking about? I told you if I click this, it's gonna mess everything up for me, bruh. I can't click that right now. I'm not clicking anything right now. You dig? Hey, nah, Naeem. As I always say, I'm not in the problems, only Solutions. So you know what? Let's go hit that bag, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna go hit that bag, shawty. And take y'all down there real quick. Hopefully we get some Wi-Fi while we going down there. But shit, it's Naeem the Dream's birthday. How many I need, Naeem? Tell me how many I need to put on that bag for you, man. And we're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make that happen, man. Yes, indeedy. We're gonna make it happen. Let me get y'all at the bag, man. Let me see how we're gonna do this. How we gonna do this? We're gonna figure this out. How we gonna figure this out? We're gonna hit that bag. Gonna hit that bag, Otis. All right, hold on. 31. Okay, all right, you got that, Shorty. You got that. Like we said, we ain't in the problems, only solution. We're about making shit happen around here, man. You know what I mean? My brother is always there. You dig? For sure. Okay, you didn't hear me, Thomas Hill? Yeah. I will tell you, I can't hit it. But I tell you what I can hit, since I can't hit that link, I'm going to hit this bag. I'm going to hit this bag, Jake. What is 31? Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31 for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hit it for next year too, brother. I hit it for next year too. How about that? All love up in here, man. Appreciate it. Had to get youngster out the way. The only dream around here that counts. We don't know no other dreams. Ain't that right, Kylo? Kylo. Y'all see Kylo, y'all? Kylo, you gonna get in the picture? All right. Back to business. Let me turn the fan on. All right. That didn't work. There we go. All right. Back to business. Make sure I got that where it's supposed to be. All right. Why is that not locking down? There we go. Then lock that one. And lock that one. All right, y'all. We back in business. All right, where we at? Go back and see. Heather E. The Queen E's in the building. What's up, Queen E? Okay. All right, all the heavy hitters showing up right now. Derry Pennant. What up, my guy? He said, what if the Flip Herkovich versus Daniel Dubois fight become a draw? Guess they got to fight it again. Showtime said, I love when Jay hit that bag. My man. Hey, I couldn't leave Naeem the Dream left out short. I wasn't going to do that. I was like, wait a minute. I'm always saying I'm not in the problems, only solutions. So how could I not solidify that? You did. We got it done, though. GP, he say one for good luck, one for bad luck, and one for all year round. You know he old, because that's what we used to say back in the day. He an old fart, yo. Hood champion, boxing and sports. Nah, I didn't. I just changed locations for a second, because the Wi-Fi doing a little boogie woogie. You dig? So yeah. I'm doing it upstairs today, y'all. I'm doing it upstairs. But y'all see, I still got lions with me, man. Y'all see, I got lion. You see, you got the male adult lion with the cub. Look how regal that lion look, man. Something about that lion. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna turn. I see that light in there. Give me a second. Hopefully that turns that off. Let me see. I could be wrong. Oh no, that's the light from up top. Okay. All righty. Who else up in here? Who else up in here? All righty. All righty. Let me see. All right. All right. I got everybody. Now we want to salute the mighty warriors. You know who you are. The ones that like to watch. I'm talking about Peekaboo Shorty and the crew. Peekaboo Shorties, what up? I salute all my people that be watching in silence. Man, I can dig it. You at work, you can't talk. You know what I mean? You can't chat, but you got that earbud in your ear. I get it. Salute to all the channels that watch in silent, man. You dig? Yeah. I appreciate y'all too. I appreciate the viewership, man. You dig? But you know, I understand. I understand. Hood champions say Herkovic's reach and spatial recognition will be the major difference in this. In addition, the fact that Herkovic already destroyed Dubois in sparring gives the Croatian the mental advantage. Well, I'm picking Herkovic too, man, for sure. I just like the kid, man. He's young, he's spry, you know what I'm saying? And he's really floating up underneath the radar. A lot of people won't agree to that, but you know what? We're gonna have a panel today. Yeah. We're gonna have a panel today, and we will talk about it. Yeah. We're gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? Hold on one second, y'all. Gotta figure out how to do some stuff. Okay. Oh, okay. That ain't it. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know what. I'll tell you, that's why I hate doing this stuff on the phone, man. Give me 1 second, man. I gotta send something real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Goodness gracious, a lot of da da da. I hope y'all not seeing this right now. That's yeah, I think this 5x5 man is going to be amazing. I think we're going to get really we're going to be the winners, man. Because I definitely like how yes indeed. I definitely like how would you hey David, can you come in for a second? I definitely like how Deontay Wilder and what's the kid name, man? The Chinese guy. I can't think of his name right now. Can you plug this up for me? Plug it up for me. Thank- Yeah. I forgot his name. Well, I can't think of his name. Zhang. Thank you, Hood Champion. Yeah, Zhang, man. Yeah, I really think that they're going to really do something special that night, man. I'm gonna tell you, between Wild and Zane, one thing I can tell you, you know, it might be pushing in the back. Yeah. One thing I can tell you is that, yeah, I can tell you that somebody's getting knocked out. I don't know about anything else, but somebody is definitely getting knocked out from this. No, ain't nothing happening. I don't get it. Yeah, somebody get knocked out. Yeah, without a doubt. And I'm interested. That fight is going to be huge, man. It's going to be huge. Don't worry about it, son. It's going to be huge. Somebody, okay, now it's working. Yeah, somebody, I don't know what you just did, but yeah, somebody's getting knocked out, man. And I think it happens early, man. I think it happened by 5 or 6. You know, both of them are capable of being knocked out. I don't think Zhang has ever been knocked out before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. I don't think he's been knocked out. The weight difference is going to be huge, man, because Zhang couldn't come in anywhere from 275 to 290. Now it looks like he done slimmed down by the videos I've been seeing. It looks like he has definitely slimmed down. You know what I mean? And I think the reason why is he's going for endurance, man. Yeah. He going for endurance, and so he planned on rumbling with Wilder, man. That ain't what I'm trying to do. Uh-oh. Yeah. He's definitely going after Wilder, man. He's gonna make sure that Wilder catch that boo bop bang. Wilder gonna make sure he get the boo bop bang. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what happens for that fight, man. Without a doubt, I think everybody's actually looking for that. But a KO is definitely possible. Let me tell you something. If Zane can do something about his endurance, you dig, he definitely has a better chance of winning. Another thing about Zane, he's a better boxer than Wilder. You know what I mean? But that means absolutely nothing. Yeah, that absolutely means nothing, man, because Wilder have been in there with a lot of people that are technically sound. You know what I'm saying? And it only takes one. It only takes one, man. And you know how that is, man. You got 12 rounds to do it. So we're gonna find out, man. I'm very interested. I see my guy D1 then came in the building. What's up, D1? Salute to you, my guy. Yeah, man. I love Lions, D1, man. For sure. I definitely love them, man. You did, you know, and that's my sign also. I'm a Leo. I'm last day Leo, actually, man. But yeah, man, I am so interested in this particular fight, man. All that whole card. I'm interested in that whole card, man, without a doubt. Hey, I didn't get a chance to speak to the sponsor of the show today. This show is brought to you by Rich Threads. I got my Rich Threads on right now, man. You did. Always wonder how I was going to rock this, but yeah, I got some pink shorts on it with it right now as well. You dig? And I salute Remo for the Rich Threads, man. Yeah. These ain't poor threads. These are Rich Threads. That's richthreads.com if you're interested in getting something, you know, for the July 13th meet and greet. Hey, he said y'all better come correct, man. He said y'all better come correct because clashing and fashion or fashion and clashing will be on deck that day. I don't see none of y'all men in there with no skinny jeans on and none of that type stuff, man. Hey, for real, man. Y'all better come correct, man, because I'm going to tell you, we will be joning in there, man. You better come with tough skin if you ain't got no good clothes. Hey, and as Remo say, don't go out smelling like skin, man. Put something on you, man. You dig? Yes, the D1 say he's in a Moa, Voya groove for sure. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the meet and greet. I hope you all are looking forward to the meet and greet. Tim Layton said, "Never in my life, Jay. Them skinny jeans should be burnt." I agree, man. The skinny jeans, the low waisted, all that stuff I hate, man. You couldn't get around with it. Seemed like with the, but you know what I mean. I'm still down for the baggy look, and the baggy look actually is coming back now. Yeah. The baggy look is actually coming back now. You did all designs and all that fashion. They got a 360 on me. They always come back. For sure. Salute to everybody new to this thing came in. I see that we got a few more numbers in the building. Make sure that you smash that appreciation button and all that good stuff, man. Yeah. Make sure you do that. Let the algorithm know that there is a show on that this morning that you are very interested in. I know I am. I'm happy to be here, man. Yes, indeed. Even though my Wi-Fi kicked me out of my basement today. Hey, that don't stop nothing, man. You dig? I get to do my show now from my massage chair. He said fashion or clash, and he corrected me, y'all. He corrected me. Fashion and clashing. Yeah. We know what it is, man. But yeah, going over to richthreads.com, man, cop a fit from them, man. So at least you know that you are correct. Get some pieces from them. Just put a boogie woogie man. Boogie woogie man. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I definitely got to make a move soon. I ain't got no coffee or nothing, man. But I'll take care of all that once we get the panel going because I know they'll give me a little relief so I can go get my coffee. You did, yeah. I got me on. Yeah, you got me on. What they say, balls and knuckles or something. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, I think that Dubois versus Herkovich is going to be an excellent fight, man. It's definitely going to be an excellent fight. I'm truly going to enjoy it. I can't wait for it. That whole card is slamming, man. Hey, speaking about that, man, even though it's not really related, but they done made Terrence Crawford champion in recess, I believe, with the WBC. So yeah, that belt is up for grabs. That belt is up for grabs, man. So how y'all feel about that, man? Do y'all think that Crawford should have got the snatch job, or does it make sense to you because he's going to 54, right? I think that's what he's supposed to do. So him not doing something in 47, he inherited a lot of problems with that undisputed man because Spence had not fought his mandatory. Yeah, but it is kind of funny because certain people, man, uh, get to do certain things and certain people can't do certain things. Al Booger, did I speak to you this morning? Forgive my manners, my brother. The professor is in the building. Salute to Al Booger, another one that's a day one, man. He's been around. He's like furniture up in here, man. Salute to my guy Al Booger, man. Always, keeping the movement moving. Man. Always sponsoring people for the as being a member, man. So I salute the Booger, man, Jack, for sure. Okay, what's that hood champion boxing supposed to say? Everybody keep cool. Jay, I'm going on my morning walk. Enjoy your day, fam. Gray hair, don't care. Damn right, my brother. Embrace the gray hair, man. Embrace it, man. Some people don't want to embrace the gray hair, man. It's God given the way I look at it. Trey Skill 42. I see you. What's up, my guy? Yeah. Uh oh. We got Greg Hackett in the building. We might get a segment of Ask Greg. What's up, Greg? You fought this weekend. This man be training, fighting, commentating. That brother does everything. I was watching one of your Instagrams yesterday. Greg had me down laughing where you were talking about Ryan Garcia, and you said that he was feeling it. He was feeling it in his body, and he bet $2 million. So he said he must have was feeling something, Jack. So yeah, that had me dying laughing, man. But yeah, salute to my guy Greg Hackett for sure. Always a person that everybody in boxing like to hear from, man. Yeah. He's definitely a staple in the boxing community, man. And people value what he say. I know he do. I consider him what you call a little big homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He younger than me, but when it come to that boxing knowledge, oh man, youngster know his shit, man. You know what I mean? And I don't mind, you know what I mean, learning from anybody that know what the hell they talking about. Because when you get too old to not want to learn, you turn from something green to something brown. And when you turn brown, you die. You dig? So yeah. He said, I felt great, had a good time. That's what's up. Greg getting in the ring, he coaching, commenting, he just doing everything, man. What I'm going to do right now, y'all, I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link. Yes, indeed, because I know that's what y'all be waiting for. I know that's what y'all be waiting for. Let me drop that link. Let me figure out how to drop it. Let me see. Okay, post a comment. Okay, that's what you want to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this stuff is so hard to do. All right, done and chat. All right, I dropped the link right there. I dropped the link. Okay, I figured that out. So we in motion. We got motion, y'all. Derek Pennant said, "Do you think we will see Terrence Crawford versus Deron Ennis?" Wow. Well, the whole thing in a nutshell is up to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford controls his destiny and what he want to do next. From what I'm understanding, he is okay, Greg. Okay, what he is a with he back and forth. You know, he's Terrence Crawford ain't committed to nobody, but right now I think he's on the matchroom side trying to make some things happen with Eddie and Turkey Al-Sheikh. And that's a good thing because Boots is over there right now. Jaleel Hackett just went over there right now. So, you know, it's definitely strong possibilities that that can happen. Yeah. If that's what Crawford wants. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people will say that Crawford has done enough. And if he don't, he has a right not to fight the next up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Floyd never did it. You know what I mean? Floyd fought people that was in his generation time. Shoe Sports. What's up, Shoe Sports? I see you, my guy. Salute to you. Yeah, so yeah, Floyd never fought the next level of people that was coming up underneath him. He only fought the people that was in his particular era and time. Hold on, y'all. Let me we seem like we got somebody coming in the building. All righty. Hold on one second, y'all. All righty. We got Thomas Hill in the building. What's up, Thomas Hill?
What's good with you, big boy?
Hey man, I'm just keeping it simple, man. You know what I do, man. Ain't into problems, only solutions. Just making things happen as we go, my brother. What's up with you?
Hey, when you get button talks, people listen. I'm just getting my bearings about myself, man. That 3 day weekend, that 3 day catering job we did over the weekend for the holiday was something fierce. It was like, as soon as we got finished preparing a meal, they ate for about 2 hours. Then we had to clean that stuff and get to the next meal. It was just no rest.
Yeah,
But
well,
it was on the beach. I was on the beach.
where it translates into more money, more money, more money.
Hey,
So
Damon Wayans, baby. I
that's
was
what
out there like that,
it.
man. I had a blast though. It's
Yeah, what do
tired
you
in the
think
mud though, because
about?
I didn't get back home till like 7 o'clock almost, man. We were on the road. We the last night, Sunday, after they had a late dinner, man. They had like ate about like 10 something, man. We didn't finish. They didn't finish eating till like almost 12, and then we cleaned, and then that took about to 4. And we left, came all the way back home. Boy, I was tired in the dog.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can dig it, man. We got this upcoming fight coming up, man. We got Daniel Dubois versus Herkovich. What do you think about that fight?
I think it's a great fight, man. I think Erkovich got a lot of talent, man. I mean, the dude is very talented, man. He got very good feet, got excellent punch placement, man. Got some pop and some power, dog. Definitely got like spatial awareness, like my man was saying. He just don't have that dog in him, man. That's the one
Sorry
thing
about
you
that,
gotta
man.
have.
I can't hear my
Conversely,
alarm going off.
oh my bad. Conversely,
Can y'all
you
hear me?
you have Daniel Dubois, who he's mentally unattached at times when he's in that ring, and that poses a problem. But he definitely has the goods to overcome Herkovich, man. I think that I think the last couple of fights done helped Dubois see that if he gonna be serious about this, he got to be serious in that ring, and I think he's gonna take this seriously because he was one bad punch away from being a champion, and I think he realized he got the goods. I think this is the fight where he puts everything together, and he actually upsets Herkovich. I like him in the upset.
Mm, mm, mm. I like this. Who do they have as the favorite for this fight? Daniel Dubois?
Nah, I believe they got Herkovich, man. I think everybody's that's the train right now, man. I train on him. The man got talent. He got immense talent in his package
Yeah,
that he brings to the
but
ring, man. So
Dubois is the A side.
oh, he is.
Yeah, yeah, he's the A side.
Oh, well,
It's Dubois versus Herkovich.
I
You
think it's
know,
gonna
so
be a great fight.
yeah,
I just can't.
I definitely now D1 thinks totally different. D1 feels though that Dubois is going to punish Herkovich, man. So I like stuff like that, man. That's good banner because when the Crow show come back around,
Yeah,
some gonna have Crow.
hey, you're right, man. But at a heavyweight, you just one punch away from the show being over.
Yeah, yeah, always, always. But one thing about Daniel Dubois, man, I think he has confidence issues, man.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? I don't see that killer mentality. You know what I mean? I don't see that in him. I see a good boxer. You know what I'm saying? Young big kid and everything. But I don't see that tenacity. I don't see that pit bull. I don't see none of that in him, man. You know what I'm saying? Saying so. That fight with him and Usyk's, man, a fight that he could have won. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? If he had jumped on Usyk's, man, but he didn't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm going with Herkovich on that fight. I'm going with Herkovich. I think that he's gonna do what's necessary, and I believe that he can take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to where y'all both like talent. They both got the same talent. Hold on, we got another person coming in. Let me get that person in, man.
shoot
I knew
sport.
D1 was going to come.
What you can't
I
see
knew
the
you were
person?
going to come in.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
D to the one.
What's happening, bros? Yeah, I think that's a good fight, man. I watched a little bit of tape yesterday, and it's 50-50, man. Like for real. I, I I'm definitely going with Dubois. So I think he's gonna win. That Usyk fight did a lot for him. I know he quit by getting hit with a jab or whatever. Who knows? That punch could have been pretty hard because look what he did to Fury there. The Usyk's got a little crack to him. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you. We can
Oh.
hear them. We can hear them dogs walking you.
Yeah, Yeah, they definitely love their walk. I think Dubois is gonna pull it off though. I think experience, big fight. He's been in more bigger fights. I think he's gonna beat him, stop him even.
If it comes down to a dog match, D1, who
I got
wins?
Dubois. There's
Even
no
in the
dog in
dog
Phillip.
match?
No dog in Phillip. Absolute none.
None.
There's no
I
dog in
agree.
either of them. So I don't know. I think
I
it's just
think
gonna
both
be a
dog.
I don't know,
who's
man.
got dog? Herkovich?
Yeah,
I
I
think
seen
no, no,
dog.
no, no. I don't. That's the thing that I don't think he has at all. I think
Me too.
your boy Daniel Dubois got poodle, and I think he got chihuahua, man. So
Damn.
Yeah. Dubois a
none
little
of them
bitch
really
too
got
though.
big dog up in them. I think that your boy Herkovich got a lot of skill set, and he's got a great like palette to work with. Man, got power, got good feet. Like I said,
Bro,
he knows how to work the ring. He just don't have no dog, and I think Daniel Dubois got stuff, but he has no dog either because he could have any easily finished Usyk. Man, he had him, and then he let him get away.
I
well, they
seen
gave
some early
Usyk a
fights
long
of
time.
Herkovich, man, where he had dog in him. I can't remember which ones, man. I'm pretty much sure it was Herkovich. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen some dog in him. And I'm gonna have to go back and look because I swear
There's one
early
fight.
fight.
I forget who he was fighting. He does look like he had a little bit, and he does have a skill set for a big guy. A good skill.
Yeah, he definitely
He
got a
can move a
skill
little
set.
bit.
Yeah, he got the skill set for sure.
But these fighters, man, they all get a express pass on promotion. So the guy gets seen by a lot of people. He's getting put in the ring with people that they know he'll beat, and
Mm.
it's easy to do that at heavyweight.
Hey, listen. Hey, Marvin McDowell, are you in here, Marvin McDowell? Hit me in that chat if you're in here, brother, because I'd love to get you on the panel today. I
I
love hearing
definitely
stuff.
would love to have
Man,
him
y'all see Greg Hackett's fight? That boy was
man.
big as shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Greg was fighting a mountain. That was funny
That's what I'm
as shit.
talking about. Greg, a
Yeah,
gangster. So fuck that. Hell yeah, we'll fight anytime you want.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Greg, one of them dudes, man. If you in a street fight, you want him with
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
you. Yeah,
For
you
sure.
want Greg with you in the street fight, yeah.
no doubt. He was
Ain't
in.
Greg no
That
nonsense
man
about
said
it.
he was 2 feet taller than Greg.
I commented on his YouTube video. I said, bro, I wouldn't be trying to trade with that big ass dude neither. He was trying to get his shit off from a distance.
That shit was funny as hell.
The ubiquitous and
Hey, what's up, D, for the win? He said
So,
G was fighting a super heavyweight.
My man was big as hell. I ain't get no particulars on the dude. I'm assuming he was a young guy trying to get a little name. Big
That
as
took
hell.
me back to the Bible, boy. David and Goliath.
It did. It did. Weren't we talking about that yesterday? Or I seen something about David and Goliath yesterday.
Yeah, I think it was the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was sweet though. Love to see
Mm.
that shit.
a dairy. I mean, I think that he definitely got taken in that fight with Usyk, and I think it like took whatever fight he had in him away from him. And after that point, he just was just a shell of his former self. But until that point, he was boxing beautifully.
He was winning that damn
Yeah.
fight.
Oh yeah, he definitely was winning the fight.
Yo, and I'm going to tell you, man, that was not a low blow.
Nah, not by a long shot. That was a good
No,
shot.
that guy should have got an Academy Award for the acting that he did. And then gonna come out later and say if if it was counted as a low blow, he would have got up. I'm like, well, why didn't you get up then? So that's telling me that you could have got up, but you didn't want it. You was playing it to the camera, because he said he could have got up.
Man, I remember playing football, and I got tackled, and the point of the football, it pushed me right in the gut. And man, it took everything out of me. I couldn't do nothing. I could barely breathe.
Yeah,
I was sitting
nobody,
there writhing in pain. But
nobody
I,
like it to the body, man. I
oh
mean,
no, you right about that. Even the toughest guys don't like it to the body like that. But if
hey,
you get hit in your
can
jewels,
somebody put the link in the chat so it's in there?
okay, for sure, for sure, for sure. But
Thank
if you
you.
get hit in the jewels, it's a different reaction that you get. And
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't react like that.
But hey, man, I watched that video, man, 100,000 times, man. That was
That
not
was
a low blow.
no. That was hurt
We did a show
100%.
on it one day. It was so funny.
That's 100% legal punch.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
hear
We
me?
did a show on it.
Yeah, we hear
What's
you,
up,
baby boy.
Drew? What's up, my guy? There you go. The voice of the streets is in the building. We got the voice in here. We got the vision in here. Man, come on. We got Boss Dog up in here.
Facts.
The
Greg
real one.
Hackett up in here. We got the
Captain
Facts.
Who's the
Solo.
Who's up in the building, man.
We got the
Straight up, dog.
ubiquitous and
Out
loquacious
the real
and
D1.
the queen up in
Come
here.
back every day, man. Ain't no morning show like the one we roll in every morning, man. I don't care what y'all say. Ain't no other show rocking like we rock out in the morning, man.
Hell nah. Ain't not a
Never.
one.
Ain't one. I'm sorry. One of my guys I know, I mean, he got a show, you dig, and always been the OG. You know what I'm saying? I respect his channel as a channel, but we taking over the morning airlines. It is what it is, man. You dig? So
That's all it can be. Is what
Choose
it is,
Sports, my
dog.
brother. What's good with you?
he said, "Who did some fishing this weekend?" I didn't, but you know what? I put together some stuff that we fish with. You know what I'm saying? So it's in the freezer. So look, I got the rods already in the car. So one day this during the evening, me and my son we just gonna take off and just go. You know what I'm saying? I already got the fish food together. We make chicken. This gonna sound crazy, y'all. Chicken, like breast or thighs,
I
with
fished this
Kool-Aid
weekend.
in it, garlic, and a few other things, man. And we put it in a bag and just freeze it, man. I'm trying to tell you. For some reason, the fish love that shit. I got it
They
on
be fighting, huh?
one of the top fishing guys, man, on Instagram. He showed it one day, man, and I made it, and the shit worked, man. I don't know. Maybe the fish are ghetto and they like chicken and Kool-Aid. I don't know. I don't know. But nah, I didn't get a chance. But I'm definitely looking to go on fishing this week.
I went fishing. I went fishing this weekend.
You went what?
I went fishing this weekend.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
What you
I fished
catch?
a lot. We caught 2 carp and a catfish.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You
big
don't
carps too.
you don't eat
I
the
ain't,
carp though, do you? Some
I don't
people
eat
do.
any fish, dog.
I don't eat carp. I
I
thought you
don't
were
eat
supposed to eat it, but they
not
say
a
that
damn one of them.
The Chinese be doing some stuff with that one.
Yeah, they
What
do
it
that,
tastes like?
but no, I don't eat fish at all. Like,
I thought you said you did.
nah, no seafood for
You
me,
on that
man. I
catch and
was born.
release?
Yeah, no, yeah, we do. We catch and release.
Oh,
I was
okay. I
born
thought
on a
you
fishing
yeah.
pier, though. I was born on Vallejo fishing pier. My dad caught the largest striped bass in Vallejo fishing pier history, and still stands to this day.
Wow.
Yeah,
Y'all call it striped bass. We call it rockfish.
yeah, stripers, rockfish. I heard it called all that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know Choose Sport, they are bottom feeders, man.
Yeah,
Some bottom feeders are good eats, like crabs and lobster.
yeah. Oh, that's what they say. You guys
They're
love
good
that.
eats, man. So you don't eat no seafood, D1?
Nah, but I wish I could, man. I wish I did.
Are
Like
you
we go to.
allergic?
Nah, I don't know what. I can't take the smell, dog.
Oh.
Yeah, the smell is
No,
something.
wait, but you were fresh though, right?
Huh?
You said you by the pier. It's fresh where you at then, right?
I live on Lake Erie. I live
Wow,
right
like,
down the
yeah.
street. It's like a mile away. Yeah, one of the Great Lakes.
Wow.
Yeah, man. A
I
Yeah,
lot of
love
fish.
the smell should be real small,
Erie, man. I bet you the
real
fishing
funny.
is beautiful.
Nah,
BBO
dog.
boxing.
That
What up,
smell is something
BBO?
fierce.
But I feel you though, D1. I'm the same way.
Hey y'all make sure y'all check out the video that BBO just did. He did a great interview yesterday, man. So make sure y'all go over there and check that out, man. Excellent video, man.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, though, Jay, when the show is over, bro, I'm gonna give you a call. I'm gonna call you in BVO 3-way so we could discuss on if
Okay.
that's cool with you,
Yeah, just call me.
for sure.
Yeah, just call me. Hold
What was
on.
the video on?
Hold on.
Oh, it was a. I want to say, hey BVO, who was the guy again? I think it was Richard. Goodness gracious. Hold on, I'll find it.
Ed McQueen, what it do?
Chilling, man.
Reggie Johnson.
True Sports say, yeah, I eat crab and lobsters, Jay. The skate or bottom eaters, but I ate the wings this weekend and it tastes like lobster. Yeah, man. Them when I be fishing, man, like the Asian cats, man, they be love catching those skates, man. I heard that's what they make what you call them out of scallops or something. I heard that's how they make scallop. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I know they love that skate.
No, my wife eats a lot of scallops. Some are scallops are shellfish, I believe, and I think they're eating Asian carp, the ones that hop out of the water. I don't know if they're eating the carps I'm catching because they got big scales. I don't know why the fuck anybody would say
Hey, I'm
looks
about to
like
bring
dinner.
in my guy right now. Hold on, y'all. But nah, Hackett, what's up? Why?
Hey, what's
Hell
up, good
yeah,
brother? How you
what's up,
feeling?
B?
How's
Man,
everybody doing today?
I'm good, brother, man. Everybody been wanting to know about this signing that your son just did with Matchroom Boxing, man. It's a lot
Yeah,
of buzz going
congratulations.
on. I need to get my guy in here, man. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Man,
congratulations
appreciate
for
it,
real.
brother. Appreciate it all you all. Appreciate it 100%. Uh, he found somewhere where uh he thought was a good place for him. He found a landing spot that he thought could further his career in the direction he did good. You know, I just give my son a chance. He's an adult now. He's 21. Uh, I try to give him the best advice I can, but then I always tell him, you're not living with this. So the decision you make the decision on your own. I just say always go somewhere where you don't have to create your own thing.
Your Wi-Fi
So
going a
wherever
little
you're not
fuzzy
with,
right now, Bernard.
hey, you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, there it is. That's better. Yeah.
Yeah, I just I tell my son all the time, go somewhere where you're appreciated. You know, and if you don't feel that you're appreciated somewhere, or your talents are not perceived to be the talent level that you think they are, then you got to
Mm,
find somewhere where your value is. And he found somewhere where he thinks his value is. Uh, Definitely appreciate the people at Matchroom, Eddie Hearns and his team. They actually sat down and had a plan. It was
mm,
like, hey, let's sit down, let us tell you the plan we have for you, and everything is based on the best part of what you do. You do everything you're supposed to do. This is the plan we have laid out. And when they laid it out, they expressed it to Jaleel. We talked it over with our complete team. We thought it was good. Then we wanted them to, we wanted to see if they put ink behind their words. And they put ink behind their words. Everything they said that was the plan, they detailed it out in the contract. They said, hey, we want you. It's not like we don't just like you, we want you. And they, hey, put it together. He has a great deal. I think he's very happy with what he has. He's eager to get started. And I think the fans that follow Jaleel as they see it unfold with them, they'll not only think he made the right decision, they'll know he made the right decision.
okay. I know the last time we speak, you said that whoever he get with, they got this time.
I didn't hear you say it again, Jeff.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me, Bernard?
Yeah, I hear you now.
They came with that bag.
Man, he happy.
That's all I want to hear.
He happy.
A
You know,
bag will make you happy, so you ain't got to
yeah.
say it.
And, I'll say this for him, it was more than just the financial part.
Hmm.
He wanted there to be some type of clear path to getting the opportunity to become a world champion. I think that was the
Right.
more important thing to him. I think we had some very fair offers from some very good companies, and some of them were more financial than title driven. And for him, it was a mixture of both, but more title driven. How do I get to become the man in my division? So I think that was a great piece that they laid out, and I definitely thank everybody who was kind of instrumental in whether it was a proper conversation or whether it was speaking on his behalf to get this done.
Great, great. I'm glad to hear that, man, because we all behind him, man, and we definitely was pushing. We were definitely pushing for good things to happen for him, man, and I'm glad that it did happen. I remember when we did one show, man, it got a lot of buzz, So I'm glad that things are moving forward for the youngster, and he's a throwback type of guy, because the people back in the day, fighters back in the day, they were more driven on who's the best and let's find out who's the best. So they was about fighting because they knew that the money would come if you fight. You know what I'm saying? So I see your son as a throwback type of fighter. He want to go out there and show people that he is great, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. It's been rumors that he's supposed to be fighting July the 13th. Can you yay or nay that yet, or you can't?
I'll say this: Matchroom has a plan of how they want to move and announce things, and we're going
Okay.
to let them move and announce things the way they do. But once it comes out, once anything comes out about when we're fighting, who we're fighting, then we'd be glad to have more conversation on it.
Okay. Great. I appreciate that. But
You know,
we're definitely looking forward to seeing everything youngster got to do, man. You dig? I'm
man,
definitely looking for that July 13th card because, like I said, we're doing that meet and greet, and man, we gonna have fun in Philadelphia that weekend, man. So I'm looking
man,
forward to seeing Boots do a destruction, man, because I know that's what's coming.
man, boost that guy, man. I tell everybody when my son was in the amateurs and watching the different fighters, Earl and Bud were the welterweight guys. Earl was there, Bud came up, and that's what we watched. They were the kings. Now that they've seemed to moving on to the next step in their careers. Now Jerron Ennis is the king. He's the welterweight king. I've always told people we wait our turn, we play our role, and we gain our experience. Right now, I think Jalil is the prince of the welterweight division. And
Mm,
when it's time for him to step up to the
facts.
king position, then we'll step up to the king position. But that will be based on his generation of fighters. Earl and Bud, they're their generation. Jerron Ennis, he's the now generation. Jaleel Hackett is the future generation, along with a lot of the other young fighters, like Brian Norman. I think he's the future in this division. I think some of the guys who may be uh, my son's age or a little older, they become the future of the division because they'll move up to his division, whether it's Devin Haney, Sabril Matisse, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo, all of those guys are what Jaleel and his generation will look forward to fighting coming up, along with the guys who are already in his weight class. So we don't try to play the jump the line thing. We're not jumping the line. We want to stay in our place in the line. And I think that's what the beauty of signing with Matchroom is. They understand what we want to do, but they also know the hierarchy of how things go.
Right. You know what? And we were just talking about that earlier, where I talked about how Floyd fought the people in his era and his division. He didn't fight the people that were because he knew his place in position and everything, and he knew he was getting older. So when everybody was trying to get him to fight those Spences and the Terrence Crawford, he was like, "That's not even my era. They're coming up behind me. You know what I'm saying?" So, and people got to understand exactly where they are, play their position, man, and everything is a season. I truly believe that, man. When it's your season, you just got to step up and know it's that time and do everything you can to maximize your season and so forth.
Yes.
I got a question.
Go for it.
Hey, Bernard, congratulations, my man. Did the zone tell you guys how many times a year you guys would fight, or didn't get that far into it?
Oh, we didn't get that far into it. They just said that Jalil can be as busy as the schedule permits, and that they got fights. So I don't think it's gonna be an issue of him being busy. I don't think that's an issue. They say, hey, if he's fighting, he wins, and he's ready to go back, whether we got something planned or not, give us a call. And hey, let's keep him busy. Their whole thing was we want to keep the kid busy. We want to move him properly. And I think when you start seeing it roll out, you'll understand, hey, they're trying to do this the right way. And it's all based on Jaleel performing.
Mm.
That's sweet. Congratulations. I'm big on Jalil. Think he can fight, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Anybody else got a question for Coach Bernard? We got Thomas Hill, Ant McQueen. You got any questions?
Well, I'm gonna say first and foremost, congratulations to you and your son. I see that the grind is paying off and it's starting to pay dividends for him in a big way, in a major way, to put him in position where people can get to know his name. Also, I want to shout out the loquacious and ubiquitous Ant McQueen, my man. But Coach, I wanted to know, I, I saw the dialogue between you and Clinton Senior, and also your son, man. And it looks like there's mutual respect there, but there's also an opportunity that your son don't want to pass up. And I heard you saying about jumping the line and taking your time and moving well. How soon do you see? I mean, how soon do you think that process will take for him to get to the point where now he's taking on top dogs in the division?
I don't think it's really uh a soon or a later with it. I think right now, uh the only three fighters that I think my son wouldn't fight for various reasons, a lot of it being great relationships with him, but just knowing how things go, would be uh Earl Spence, Bud Crawford, and Jerron Ennis. I think those are the only three. I think that everybody else in the division, my son is more than willing and capable of fighting and beating them. But once again, you gotta look at how the pieces go. I look back at some careers that were good careers, but imagine if they would have been in the right timing. I was a big fan of Fernando Vargas. Fernando Vargas was a hell of a fighter. But if you think about the eras that people fought in, maybe he should never have fought Felix Trinidad or Oscar De La Hoya. They
Mm.
they weren't in his era, but the promoter moved them so fast. They wanted to get, these big fights. They wanted to get it done. And I think it took years off of his career. Those were two wars that he had, I want to say before he was 24 years old.
Mm.
No,
You
that's
know, so
absolute. I'm sorry.
but
Go ahead and finish.
so to me, let's just say in a perfect world, uh Jaleel gets a fight for the WBC or the WBO title and he wins it. But he does it right now. If you jump the line, then it's almost a situation where you put yourself where you gotta fight some of these guys who are the generation before you, as opposed to being in the position where you fight your generation. I think boxing, like any other sport, will always replicate itself. It will always produce the next one. But sometimes you could break the machine if you try and jump ahead of it, and then you have a whole era that kind of went by without anything being there. You know, if you look at fighters who were in their right place, it has to be a message passed down. You look at basketball, you had Dr. J, then you had Magic Johnson, then you had Michael Jordan. And then you had Kobe Bryant, then you had LeBron James. It wasn't I'm a take Kobe and I'm gonna jump to Dr. J's era. It because it leaves a void in one of the eras. So I think just playing your part, doing it the way you're supposed to do it. I think Floyd for his era will be remembered for not just great fights, but he established a different pay scale for fighters. I think Javante Davis in his era, he's establishing maybe being younger and taking control of what you want to do with your career Everything is defined by something. And I want that to be what my son thinks about. When we just define it by money, you could have made the money, but you could have shortened your career, as opposed to somebody like Roy Jones, who took everything in the stage that it came, and he went from 154 all the way to a heavyweight champion.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no, that's sound logic. Absolutely agree with you too. You know, Vargas definitely fought heavy hitters. I mean, he even fought Ike Corte as well too, and like all of it took a toll on his career. So you're more than right on that. You think that given today's scale of things, that people will be willing to take the fight with your son, knowing that he's a tough order to handle.
Once again, I said, when you look at the generations, this generation of young fighters who are becoming champions, I would say earlier than any time in the history, consistently becoming champions. All of those guys at some point had a run in the amateurs together. So when they look at the situation in the amateurs, guys would fight a tournament, win or lose a tournament, go to the next tournament. They might fight the same guy 3 or 4 times. They weren't afraid to lose. So when you look at the guys now, and I'm gonna go the generation before my son, they started it, but now his generation is fully into it. Where Jerron Ennis isn't scared to lose; he'll fight anybody. Javante Davis is not scared to lose. He'll fight anybody. Shakur Stevenson will fight anybody. These guys will fight anybody. They're not protecting a O. That was the generation before them. The Floyd Mayweather era, everybody wanted to protect a O. And they fought good guys, but some of the fights that should have happened may have happened too late, or they may have never happened at all because the O was so important. All
Mm,
the guys that followed the Mayweather generation, that were following, watching and patterning their career, they were more concerned with the O. So you will have guys that were 33, 34 wins, and they get a title shot opportunity. They may turn it down because the O was more important. Whereas you look at these guys from the Boots Tank generation going down, they're not really caring about an O. And now, especially, look at these young guys. I look at guys like my son Abdullah Mason and some of these other young guys. They fighting dudes that are 16-1, 27-2, 30-0, and they got
mm,
11 fights because they're not trying to protect something mythological en route to getting something that's tangible, meaning a title. So what if you got 16 wins and 2 losses and you win a title? Eddie Hearns just said it last week. One of the things I like, he said, your career is not defined by one loss. If you lose and it's a good fight, we'll put you right back in line.
mm-hmm.
That was almost directly the opposite of the concept of PBC. We want all these undefeated guys, and then when you get to the point where now the undefeated guys got to fight each other, everybody's sitting on the shelf.
Right. Wow. 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 So, what do you think about Abdullah Mason, man? I think he's an outstanding youngin. And I'm gonna tell you, man, that division is getting smoky, man.
Man, that's a bad young boy. Man, that young boy can fight. Him and my son had the chance to spar when they were in the amateurs. Man, it was great work with him and his brothers. I think once again, when you put people in the right situations with the right time clock,
Mm-hmm.
you can make these next generation of guys stars.
Mm,
They can be stars, and they don't have to be undefeated. We wanted to see the four kings of today fight each other. If you consider that Tank, Devin, Shakur, Teofimo, or Tank, Devin, Shakur, Lomo, you wanted to see those four guys fight. We're not
mm,
gonna see it. You're
mm-mm.
not gonna see it. Period. It doesn't matter what situation it is. You're just not gonna see it. But when you think about the next generation, you can see four kings in a division like the welterweight or the lightweight division. Because guess what? Those young guys ain't they not protecting no O. They because they're getting indoctrinated into the pro game at the high level with 10 or 11 fights. You just young enough to want to be a champion, but just old enough not to care about your outcome. So them guys say, look, man, make the fight happen. You got young fighters who are not cognizant of every financial position that they should be as an older fighter. So they're taking a fight that you couldn't get two guys to fight that have big names for $5-7 million. Them guys be like, man, let's get it in. So you may see those fights. You may get a Thomas Hearns, Ray Leonard style fight in their 20s. Because if you go back, both of them were in their early 20s when they fought each other the first time. Nowadays, you would never get that fight in their early 20s with those two fighters.
So you think that we're not going to get Tank and Shakur?
I just don't think we'll get the four kings. I think you'll see Tank and Shakur, or Tank and Devin, or Devin and Shakur, but you won't get it in that same prestigious way that you had the four kings,
Oh,
Ray
okay.
Facts.
Leonard, Duran,
Tank will fight all of them.
Hagler. Yeah, he'll fight them, and he may fight them with somebody in between, or Shakur may fight him with somebody in between, but it won't have that same luster
Yeah.
that the
Not,
four kings of that time did, because they didn't want space in between fighting each other. They was like, next, I beat him, next man.
and they all fought each other. You know what I mean? I think
Yes,
Tank's gonna get
that's
them
what I
all.
mean. Thank you.
He'll
That's
get
what I
them
mean.
all,
You
but they won't
Tank may
fight each
fight all
other.
four, but right, like
That's what
Tank
I'm
might
saying.
fight all four, but all four of them won't mix in and fight each other. It won't be
No,
a situation where everybody shared the ring together in that mix of
exactly.
four,
Mm.
Facts.
because you,
Facts.
you
But
can't
Tank
come
will
out
get
of
them
that
with him.
unscathed. Yeah,
Nope.
nobody was going to leave that four undefeated. It just wasn't meant to be that way. But
Nah.
did you really want to? I think the true test of greatness is not when you can climb the mountain and be there. It's when you can climb the mountain, fall off, and climb it again.
Exactly. Exactly. These kids should all want to mix it up. Fuck that. Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
make
my,
more
my
money
son
that way.
always say that. My son,
I
my
know.
son say, my
Fire.
son always tell me all the time, I'm gonna give you great fights, but I never said I'm gonna finish undefeated. But I'm gonna give you great fights.
Mm.
And when did that become a bad thing? That when did that become a bad thing? You got 21 wins, you get one loss, you a bum, you washed up.
Yo,
I'm
that's
a
that new era stuff.
That's that
I
new
don't
shit.
understand any
Exactly.
of that, man. That's
man, I'm a Earl Spence fan. Always have been. I thought Bud did a great job when he beat him, but that didn't make Earl need to retire. He a bum. Where'd that come from? The man took a loss. He took a loss. If you didn't say Manny Pacquiao was supposed to retire, and he went flat out on his face against Marquez, then why you gonna say Earl got to retire? I mean, I just don't. That's that era of boxing that I'm glad is leaving. That's that era that I'm glad is leaving, where you're done if you lose one fight. That I'm glad that's going out the window, because you got some great fighters that had multiple losses. Uh,
mm,
Freddie Pendleton, I want to say he had more than 12 losses when he won a title.
mm. I know one thing when it comes to Earl Spence, me personally, I always felt that that accident did more to him than we know. You know what I'm saying? And the Spence that I seen that night, I've never seen that Spence in my life. You know what I'm saying? So my viewpoint on that is, if he's having problems due to that accident that impairs him in the ring, I think he should stop. Now, if that is not happening, yeah, go for it. But to
But,
get thrown out of a vehicle, man, doing over 100 miles an hour, man, and walking away with it unscathed is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? But we don't
but
know.
Jay,
It's just like when they say when you get hit by a car, you don't feel nothing today. You know what I'm saying? But now your back hurt 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? So if he's feeling complications from that accident, I think that being in the ring is definitely not a place you want to be if you having problems from that. That's how I feel about it.
I agree.
Now, if he's fine, Earl's my favorite fighter. I want to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see my fighter that's in good, perfect. I mean, no fighter goes into the ring 100%. We all know that. You know what I'm saying? But the the guy we seen that day obviously was impaired by something. Would you agree with that?
oh no, I can agree with there may have been something going on. We can only speculate because we don't know. We weren't in this camp. But I'm gonna say this: I'm not gonna put it on an accident, When he beat up 2 people since that wasn't his first fight after the accident.
Danny
He
Green,
beat up 2 people.
Danny Garcia. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
a tough
And
fight.
so if we were gonna say that, why didn't we say that when he beat Danny? Why didn't we see that when he beat
Your
uh
Dennis Ugas.
your Dennis
Ugas.
Ugas? Like
Mm-hmm.
we didn't say any of that then. So we can't use that later,
It's
3 fights
also
later.
it's also has to do with who he was in the ring with. Guys that have slow reflex. You know what I mean? It's always gonna who you're in the ring with
I agree
matters
with
to me. You know.
no, I agree with you.
And
Yeah,
I
but
also
we
think
all
that the
can
results of
agree
the
that
fight
was
count for the
not Earl
Slaves too.
Spence that we seen that night.
No,
I
it
think
definitely
that's what
wasn't. He
happens
had a
too. The
broke rib,
results,
all that.
the results can obscure our perspective sometimes. So when a guy is winning, then we disregard certain things. And then when the guy is
Can you speak
losing,
up a little bit, Ant? I can't hear you.
hold on, let me switch my source real quick. Where the
That's
hell is
right.
my?
Though.
So I
Definitely
was
matters
saying,
who's
wasn't
across
it?
from
When
you.
the guys, the results can obscure our perception sometimes or our perspective. Like if you win, then all of the quote unquote negative things they kind of get swept under the rug. But then when you lose, those things are amplified, they're magnified.
Right.
So even with those wins with Danny Garcia and your Dennis Ugas, if you go watch those fights, he had several moments. Even in the Danny Garcia fight, there was a moment, I can't remember what round it was, but it was towards the end of a round where he had a moment similar to when the mouthpiece slipped out against Ugas. And then you look at his balance, his motor skills, his reflexes, and then you go compare him to some of the fights that he had before the accident. He just didn't look as sharp. But when he won, we kind of just disregarded those things. But they were there. They were there. Just like his balance and everything just looked a little bit shaky. It's been that way for some time now.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But I also say this: let's keep that same energy or that same concept when we got guys who use drugs and they come in the ring and don't look the same. When we got guys who
Fact,
abuse alcohol,
fact.
they come in the ring and don't look the same. Any abuse of something is an abuse of something. So we're not going to say because he got thrown out of the car that the retirement should come because he lost to Bud. Maybe Bud was just that much better. And I'm an Earl guy. I'm an
Me
Earl
too.
guy. I
Yeah, we
respect
all
Bud too.
majority of us on
And
here are Earl
yeah,
guys.
so I'm not gonna denigrate the performance that Bud Crawford did in the preparation by saying an accident caused this to happen when the man fought 2 times before he fought him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd agree with that. I just think that them guys are at the tail end of their career when they fought Spence, and they weren't. They were just, you know what I mean. They were slowing down themselves. And Spence is that good, so he was able to get through them fights, piece of cake, and look good doing it. So perception gets skewed a little bit because at the top level, it's the little things.
But you don't think that Ugas got beaten into, I guess, the tail end of his career? Because remember, he was a shorthand replacement for Manny Pacquiao and beat Manny.
Yeah,
And Manny didn't give us no sense that he was slowing up or falling off. He beat him.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes somebody can beat you in the old age.
And that's where the false perception, like he got all his fame from beating an old Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Being in the ring with a much older, much beaten fighter, and that's how his claim to fame. Earl stopped him and looked good doing it. But if you closely watch the boxers, and I know you do, they were both at the tail end. Both,
I got I got you.
both tail
I
end.
got you.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
got that. Hey Jay, that just proved my point when I told you Keith Thurman might not have been as good as we thought he was because didn't
It
Manny
does.
Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman right before that? So
Hey, we got Remo. We got Remo in here. He definitely has a disagreement. Come on with it, y'all.
What up, man? Good
Up,
morning,
Remo.
everybody. How's
Top of the
That
everybody
morning.
doing? All right. I just think that the look that Spence gives the next fight should be the one that people have the conversation about, because Earl, he looked like a demolition man. Everybody was giving him props, all of that. He just ran into somebody that we now could talk about could possibly beat Canelo at a Division II weights up. Like he might just be that guy. That was his kryptonite. Sometimes you just bump into somebody that's really better than you.
I'm
And
with you
and
on that.
and then on top of that, sometimes you just had it. Some nights ain't your night. whatever he had going on might have been the night that he had something going on. Plus, he went against the guy that we speaking about. That's really that guy. So if you're gonna be 1,000%, that would be the night you would want to be 1,000% coming into that fight. I don't think that we should just say, all right, we don't want to see him again. Because remember, let's put it up. The weight they said was the issue. Him making that weight, that could have been an issue. Ribs could have been an issue. High, whatever the case is. It could have been a lot of what if in that moment. Give him another chance to see what he looks like. Because just like Ugas got an opportunity. He picked up, what's the name? But he still went tooth and nail with Sean Porter, where Sean Porter guys actually thought Porter lost to Ugas. They didn't get the nod, but his mans even kept it real with him. Was like, yo, you might have lost that one to Ugas. So Ugas wasn't like garbage, but he broke him down systematically.
Yeah, I agree
After the
with
fight. After the fight.
you.
So moving forward, let's see what he got left. If he really
I'm,
looked like a shell of himself, and we don't want to see one of our favorite fighters really go out, the way that he doesn't have to, then retire. But let me last say this. We don't say nothing about what's Benavidez's brother, the one that got shot.
Jose.
Jose. He's supposed to be a world beater coming out of the amateurs and all of that. He got shot. He ain't never looked the same, but that ain't take the fight out of him. He
nope.
still want to fight. He still want to look good. Let him go on. Once he ain't feeling he's in a position where he not going to be the same moving forward, but he still gave dudes tough fights. And the same dude that we said was an anomaly right now, which is Bud, he gave Bud a hell of a fight with one leg. So we just got to see this shit play out, man. That's all.
Yeah, true.
Everybody gave Bud a better fight than Spence did, man. That issue was just not. It just didn't look good. Like you said, it wasn't aesthetically pleasing. But the one thing I did hear Spence say after the fight was that he want to run it back. So hopefully he get together in this next fight and he gets things together and we work that way to the rematch.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something I don't think a lot of people thought about. I'm gonna really give kudos to Floyd Mayweather, and I'm gonna tell you why that fight. I say that because that was the first time that we saw Earl Spence have to prepare for a fight while also promoting.
That is true.
You
Yeah, a little
going?
boogie woogie, Bernard. Can't hear you.
Yeah.
Like going out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop the link in again for Bernard.
Yeah, I definitely think Spence had a
Sorry, but
broken rib.
I think I like those. I think we everybody else don't a bunch of greatness
Yeah, you
We
breaking
can't,
to
up.
we can't
promote
hear you, Bernard.
while getting ready.
You
We
might have to
can't hear.
go. You might have
Let
to
me
go
go out
out.
and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video Showbiz did on Spence's broken rib. I think he was on a couple painkillers, some weed, got his ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? He had a broken rib. The only time that
So
shit shows through
did
your skin.
Spence admit that he did have a broken rib?
Not that I seen.
No, he don't admit to anything but that Crawford was better than him. That's not that's one thing I like about Spence is he actually never makes excuses.
Some man's man does what he says he's gonna do every single time. Don't make up no fuck shit.
Well, I tell you what, that's a tough fight that he's going into at 154.
I
Yes,
don't,
it is.
man. I don't know if I like Fundora fight.
So I can't even, with that going into a guy. What's that guy? 6'5"?
Yeah,
I think
man.
he's
6'4".
6'6".
I thought they said 6'4", but
Oh,
it's.
maybe he's tall though.
But hey, Spence is a body snatcher. I have no doubt in my mind he beats Spence. He beats Fundora, but I just don't know if I like it. He's gonna beat that boy's body up though.
Yeah, you got to beat that body. And I think Fedor, I'm not gonna call him chinny, but you can get him down.
No doubt, no doubt. He comes to
You
fight
can
though.
definitely get
It'll
him
be
down.
a very entertaining fight. That zoo fight was crazy though. I was on vacation watching that, dude. I had to get a VPN just to buy the pay-per-view and stream it
Right.
in Dominican. Man, that was the bloodiest fight I've ever seen. anybody's ever seen.
Yo,
That
D1, what you
boy,
think about the
boy,
corner action,
tough
and what do
man.
you think about allowing it to go?
To come back and fight Fundora, that's tough, man. Spence,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta give him credit for that, man. You know, and let's say he does come back and he wins that fight and he becomes champion at 154. Yo, that's crazy, and
Yes,
it's
sir.
opening the door for everything over again. So
Yeah.
if that happens, that makes that 154 fight against him and Bud even bigger at that point. You know what I mean? So they can still spin the block on this.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping, like you said, man, because I also am one of the opinion that he wasn't exactly on his p's and q's in that match, and that accident could be doing a lot more harm than we suspect originally. But I want to see how he bounces back, and I want to see him at 154. I think he stayed at the division too long, way too long, and I think that also took an effect on him as well too.
Hey Jay, did you see the post that Bud posted? He's like, do y'all want to see him and Earl running back part two?
He
He
posted
he
that.
he posted he posted himself this weekend. I don't know if he took it down, but he had posted it. This
Oh
is in the
shit.
air, man. It's listen. The way Fundora does fight makes it a decent fight and a winnable fight for Errol. If he
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna be fighting with his range and he want to play body for body, like the game y'all like
Facts.
playing,
Yeah, you about to get
it's a
beat up.
it's a possibility that you know what I'm saying. He could do that. A lot of them down there fight like that, like Earl would enjoy. No, but those guys might be a little bit. They might be a little stronger, but they not as fast as the 47 dudes. Like Lubin, he could do that with Lubin all day.
There is nothing but killers at 54.
Yeah, but they're gonna be where he wanna be. They not like gonna dance around with him. It's just that if he got enough attrition to get those dudes out of there, and the power carries to 54 with him, he'd
Yep.
be in fine shape. It's just that his end goal should be Bud. Because if you know and you looked across the ring from that guy before and you feel as though that wasn't your night and you could collect some hardwares, he just building to his legacy. And if it so happens that they run it back at 54 and that's his ending call, that current call, the storyline is amazing.
Yeah.
And he get paid for it.
And I bet you they were advised to do that. Like, all right, let's go this. You go get your belts behind the scenes. Guaranteed they're advised to do that and make that fight bigger in the end. They know if they would have ran that shit back immediately, it would have done no numbers.
There's no bigger fight at 54 with belts on the line except for them two, namesake wise. If
I don't
that's
know.
gonna be the money goal and somebody to get paid. Them two is the biggest namesakes right now at 54. Zoo and them is cool, but their name isn't as big as those two. So he just has to handle business. And him picking off Fedora is the first one. That's some gangster shit.
I can't wait to see what happens next. I hope Spence comes out looking like old Spence. I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so too, man. I don't know why
You asked
Spence
me
is
a
like.
question, right? Earlier about Tim Zoo's corner.
Oh
That
yeah,
dude's
yeah, I did, I
fight.
did. I was asking how you felt about that, man, because
How how you don't have the cut adrenaline and shit, which is beyond me. And I would have stopped that fight after the fourth round, take it to the scorecards, or no contest that bitch.
exactly, I think that was a big mistake, and it could have been
Terrible.
detrimental to him.
It was terrible.
I
Terrible.
gotta give Sue mad dapping credit for allowing that fight to continue and performing the way he did throughout that mess, man. It was bloody.
Sometimes fighters need to be saved from themselves. Matter of fact, most of the time they do. Because you're
Facts.
a fighter at heart. You're not going to stop on your own accord. You're gonna need to be stopped. All great fighters are gonna keep going.
Man, losing that much blood,
Yeah,
dude. I
I
know he was
was
getting
worried.
lightheaded.
I was worried
You,
as hell for him. I never seen that much blood nowhere. It was
you see,
crazy.
but you see what that did. They won. Him making a business decision would have made people upset. But as soon as he lost,
He became an afterthought right away. So sometimes you, like you said, you gotta be the businessman in the situation. Forget the boxer. Go to the cards, secure your belt back, and
Facts,
that's
bro.
that. We can run it back. Let my stitches heal, and I'll show you. And I'll continue the ass whooping I started prior to me getting cut.
Right? Because look what they're doing to him too. Like, yo, we ain't running that shit back immediately. We got to get Spence these belts real quick first. Probably got a bigger fight with Spence in the long run. So just chill out over there. No, I
Mm-hmm.
would have stopped that shit quick, boy. Now, round 4, he can't see. He can't see. Take it to the cards. That's all it took. Fight over. Tim Tszyu wins 3 rounds to 1.
Yeah, I agree.
Jay, you
I
had
don't
to
know,
turn
man.
your camera off the Wi-Fi. It works better like that, ain't it? It's crazy. I wonder why that is. If you take your camera off, it works better. The Wi-Fi. Is it something about like how much space it's taking up? It's crazy to me. How does your internet work better because you turn off the camera? Anybody's kind of weird to me.
That shit is the Wi-Fi business is just confusing altogether. They give you an extender that don't work. Like
It's
I be having the same issues, man.
crazy.
Yeah, I was telling him like, in order for it to really, really work, you gonna have to get a mesh system
Got to
and
get
get a long
a
enough
boost.
wire where he can wire it to the router, and then the router has to be able to. Yeah, I had to do the same damn thing, man. I had to get me a mesh system because it was just too much action going on. Too many people plugged into the Wi-Fi too. So like I ended up getting the G service, got one that can hold 2 gigs, and then I fired it through the nodes on the mesh system.
Yeah, I got the best Wi-Fi you can get because my wife works for a bank and shit. So our shit's got to be like top of the line. I don't know anything about it, but I know it always works.
Hell, your lights is on the Wi-Fi. Well, I seen you.
Yo,
My
I
man
got
be
on
having that.
late. I got on late. Did they say who Jalil's supposed to be fighting?
Nah, they said
No,
that.
they said that given the deal that they're with, they don't want to. The company likes to reveal stuff in their due time. He said, but once it gets revealed by them, they'll freely talk about anything and everything. But he said that they would definitely had a plan laid out for him to become a champion and for him to have fights.
Listen, Eddie on fire, dog.
Yeah,
Yes, man,
I
I
think
gotta give
I
him.
think I think he got Shakur in the bag already.
You think so? I was thinking that too.
Yeah,
You think so for real?
And if so,
yeah.
that's probably more. But I don't know, man. I don't
Um,
know.
Because
Dave Brent.
he went from saying he was so boring to Shakur's a great fighter. He's never been promoted the way he should be.
Yeah, I heard
He
that
said
too.
he
I
said the
heard that
same shit about what you can he ain't say that what you call it was boring, but he said Boots. He says he's never been promoted and straight out the gate.
right off
Who
the rip.
took him to Philly. But I'm telling you, Eddie is the perfect landing spots for young dudes with ambitions to be a star.
Yeah,
Because Top Rank was that was like the
Launch
grassroots
pad.
level,
That's the
yeah,
launch
where
pad.
people was getting into the
Eddie's the.
game. But yeah, there's no incentive to go on the Top Rank anymore because the proof is in the pudding that they not trying to make stars.
Yep.
that's so true. It seems like everybody that has been great from them, they get to a certain point,
It's
and it's
plateau.
like Bob really doesn't want to invest that money to take him to that next level, and they end up leaving Bob, he's a good starter company.
Yeah,
But right now, man, I think Eddie Hearn's the best thing out there, and
me
he
too.
does old school promotions, man. He's the only promoter I see that's actually promoting his fighters, and he knows his merchandise, meaning he can tell you everything about the fighters that he has. That's one
Yep.
thing I've seen about him. You can say any fighter to him, he'll tell you their record, he'll tell you everything. Eddie
Yep.
knows his shit, man.
Remo or Bernard.
Who Echo is that?
That's Bernard. You got to mute his YouTube.
We got some background noise.
Bernard. It's Bernard.
Yeah, Bernard got to mute his YouTube.
I'm only on the link. I don't even have
Are you on a computer?
Yeah, I don't have anything else on.
But you on your computer though, right?
No, I'm on my cell phone.
Oh,
Let me see. Let me
maybe.
try to mute it.
Oh no, it ain't.
No, that's coming from somewhere else. Is it me?
It might be you.
Let me mute myself and see if it's still there.
Talk D1.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't you.
It's not me
I'll
either.
mute.
Nah, hey Bernard. I talk and you're talking, Bernard. That's how.
So he might have gotten a link directly from you, but it was still on the show, so it's picking up the delay.
On my end.
Yeah, because did you get a link directly from Jay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other one, the previous one that you were on, it's still active too, so that's why we getting the echo.
You got on mute.
Hold on, I don't know why.
Yeah, you're on mute.
I was on 2 different devices.
Oh,
hold on one second. Yeah, I was on 2 different devices.
Jay, you're muted, bud.
Damn late, my guy. What's good with you?
Yeah, I'm not on. I'm only on this. I'll go all the way out
You
and
good
try
now?
Oh, still messed up. Go out and come back in or refresh it. The stream.
That's how you handle it.
Times, ain't it? The StreamYard kind of messes up. Got his
How
little.
about now?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Yeah, it must have been Bernard then. Yeah, but that happens.
Sometimes
If you're on 2 different links, you'll get that echo. You're so true.
Mm-hmm.
Man, sometimes this when I get off the show in the morning, like it'll be open in my phone for mad long. It like messes up my phone for a minute. It's weird.
Is that better?
It'll stay on.
Testing, Bernard.
Is that better?
Perfect.
Yes.
Much better.
We cooking with gas, as my grandfather would say.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay. Sorry about that, fellas.
So
you all good.
we ain't into problems, only solutions around here, Jan.
You all good.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, as I was saying, man, Bernard, man, Eddie Hearn, man, that guy, man, is old school promotions, man. The way they're promoting this 5 versus 5, it got you excited about watching it. And that's old school promotion right there, man. You know, he's actually putting out the promotional dollars. They're doing little mini interviews. They're doing this. They're doing that. They're putting it online. We're seeing it. We know it's happening this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you can have, and I ain't trying to throw no shots at Bob, but we've been having fights recently from Top Rank. We know the fight was going on, and we hardcores. We know, but we like, what? There's a fight this weekend?
He was fighting last weekend until it came on. I was like, oh shit. I
Right.
had no idea.
But what Eddie is doing right now is, hey, they made like a movie trailer for this 5x5. That man.
Yup. I love it.
You know, I know when Eddie first got here, they were saying he didn't know what he's doing in the United States and this, that, and other. But I tell you what, he learning.
Yep. Your money's long enough. Stay in the game long enough. That money
He
will start
learning.
growing.
And he got them dollars behind him. You know,
See, Jay, the reason for that, Bob's not utilizing promotional dollars from Top Rank anymore.
Mm.
His money is coming from open slots that he's filling with shows based on ESPN's schedule. So what's taking place is ESPN has a slot for him, and they're giving him whatever dollars to put something on TV because they have the TV budget that they got to put something in those empty spaces. So whether it does good or not, he doesn't care. And then the big fights that he's getting, all the big fights that you named that happen with Top Rank Association, it's been given to by either the Zone or what they fought the Loma thing fought Cambosis. That was by the government out there. He's not really putting no effort behind the Top Rank banner. He's just using what's given in the budget, and that's it. That's why you ain't really getting no effort from him. He don't give a shit.
He gets $90 million a year to put on fights. The Canelo fight would have blew half his budget.
He blew a tire.
Ain't
Oh,
willing to do
shit.
that.
Blew a tire.
The trip?
The tow truck.
Oh, fuck.
That's scary when they blow out.
Yo, well,
Man,
I'm gonna go back and piggyback off of that thing what you said about Jay when you said that's an excellent starter company, but he doesn't like really putting people in the high profile. I think it's also to do with what Devon just talked about. When you put them in that high profile and when they become big time, they also need that big time pay too. And Bob ain't willing to sacrifice the pay that he get because, like Remo just said, he using money that's already accounted for. He ain't trying to give up no bread. He only into taking the bread. So when you put on some of those fights, say for instance he puts Shakur in there with Tank, well Tank gonna be where the negotiations start, and it's gonna be under his business model. So his fighter gets to see how much money can be made for these fights, and then it's like, yo, what have you been doing for me?
Yeah, man. All I know, man, boxing is looking very healthy right now, and I'm
It
happy.
is looking good.
I'm happy. I'm very happy about it, man. And I'm happy with. Hey, but no, what I like about also that your son is going over there, he's going to be able to get international views, eyes as well. Where he'll be having them. I'm pretty much sure fighting guys that's from the UK, and developing a fan base over there is so amazing as well, man. Because when them people love you, they love you, man. So to have that dual fan base is going to be great for his career.
man, I agree with you 100%, man. I think Jalil was talking about fighters that he watches a lot of fighters. He was like, man, they got a lot of dudes that I could go over there and fight, or they might have to come over here and fight me. So yeah, I think that'd be good. I tell you what got me the most, and what y'all just said about Eddie Hearns and old school promoting. I know Matchroom, DAZN, they do their promotion of who they got, who they're gonna fight, but Eddie actually put stuff on. That was big to me.
Mm.
He does that. When they put Jalil's his signing to Matchroom out, when they put that out, it got over 300,000 views.
Whoa, wow,
Fire.
that's big. That's big. How is his following? Is following growing as well? You're on mute, Bernard. You got yourself mute.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Jaleel beat the leather off a couple UK bums.
Sorry about that. I'm also in the process of towing my truck to the dealer, so that's what
Okay.
when I said the tire blew out.
Oh,
That was the tow truck's tire that blew out.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean, I just think that when you have somebody, I think if we think about it in boxing, I think we have had all these different promoters over the years. When they're kind of invigorated to do something great, when they're fighting to the top, their whole focus is how do I move my guys. When they get to the top, sometimes it changes. Sometimes you have a good run, but I think all of the promoters, when you look at it, they get these 20-year runs when they have the whole cycle. And I think for my son, for fighters like Boots Ennis or any other fighter that comes over, Matchroom doesn't have that what I call mega star that moves the needle for a promotion company. Mayweather had himself, Golden Boy had Canelo, Bob Arum has had numerous, but in this era he had Manny Pacquiao. I think that's the thing that all these fighters with Matchroom are fighting for the position to become the Matchroom mega guy.
I agree with that. But it's amazing. I was looking at the top three people that made the most money in boxing in 2024. It's Canelo Alvarez, uh, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury. And Anthony Joshua and Canelo is a difference between $2 million. They said that Canelo made 85 and Joshua made 83. That's amazing.
how is Tank not on that list?
Well, Tank only fought Tank hadn't even fought in 2024 yet.
Oh, it's for 2024 or 2020?
That's how much money they said they'd have made in 2024.
What?
That's this year.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, ain't even halfway over yet. June makes 6 months, right?
I hope Tank fights twice this year, but I don't think so.
I think he will. I think we get him. I think he
get two. I think you get two.
What's up, Senior? Good morning.
Hey, Senior, how you doing?
What's up, family? I think we get two. What's going on, champ? How you feel?
I'm fiending.
I agree with you too. I think Tank gonna give us 2 fights. I think Tank will give us 2 fights, man. Tank a dog. He'll fight as many times as they want to put him in the ring, but like I said, Tank a dog. Yeah, so I think him getting 2 fights is definitely.
The way Shaw they looking right now, man. I'm sorry for anybody get in ring with him, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Over.
We're about to see all the naysayers gonna get shut up on the 15th, man. You're gonna get shut up, and they're gonna be thinking twice about getting in the ring with Shaw. The way that young and looking right now, I think the biggest issue they got right now is not letting him peak too quick. That's the only problem. And I'm pretty much sure they got the science down on that, man. Because Shawty been looking ready.
Yeah, he's got the best team in boxing. They know exactly what they're doing.
What they saying, Native.
What you say, Bernard?
Yeah, I say I would love to know who the naysayers are and what they naysaying about. Man, Tank a beast. Man, he a different type of beast, man.
Well, you know what they're saying.
Man, when they talk about Tank spawn with dudes, man, and only dudes that's really surviving is bigger dudes. You can't put no little guy his size and think they're gonna stand up under that punch of power.
Hey, Bernard, can you tell us about your son's experience sparring with him?
Man, great, man. Every time they work, it's great work. Tank, he a different level. The first time my son ever sparred with him was so funny.
Yeah.
I was like 16, and Tank came in the gym. Said, "I heard you think you ready to be a pro." He was like, "We gonna find out today." He said, "No, nobody else put their stuff on it, just you." And Jalil, you know, he's like, "Fine." So he got in there. They work. When I say they work, and he was like, "I'm gonna beat you up till you quit." He was like, "Well, you gonna beat me up forever?"
Yeah, I'm gonna beat you up till what?
Hey, and after they finished, he told me, "Good." Tank said, "I'm gonna beat you up till you quit." And Jalil said, "Well, you must gonna beat me up forever."
That's the only answer ever, dog.
Yeah, your son's a different animal, man.
Man, since then, Tank and him just, like I said, Tank took to him. He was like, "Man, this kid, he not coming in here to survive when he spar. He coming in here to actually work." And Tank a consummate professional. Let me tell you, him and my son sparred one day, and Tank had hit my son. He had cut him under the eye. And Tank back there was like, "Whoa, you cut, shawty. It's bleeding." My son said, "Do you mind blood?" And Tank said, "You crazy. Something wrong with you." He's like, "Man, clean his face up." So Jalil came over to the corner. Wasn't the first time he had a cut. He was like, "Dad, I'm going to keep going." To him, it was a great experience. So he was like, basically do what we normally do. Man, I put a piece of white tape under the cut, dried it off, wiped a little bit of alcohol around it, and put a piece of duct tape over it. He said, "Come on, let's keep going." And they kept sparring.
Duct tape, dog. You know,
and they kept sparring.
Oh,
that's old school.
Oh, you giving up them ancient Chinese secrets?
Straight up,
man. Look,
yeah, that's old school.
You gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, Sean, hey, it was crazy. Like I said, Tank took to that. He was like, "This kid a dog." And like I said, when they called us in for the fight with Barrios for sparring, we were in Vegas, and man, Tank just different, man. Like I said, he would push my son to be more. Like every time, like I see something more in you, so we can't do bottom level. And that night that they sparred 15 rounds, they was only supposed to spar 8. And then Calvin was like, "Get out the ring." And then Tank said, "Yeah, little boy, get out the ring." You heard him tell you. And Jalil wouldn't get out the ring. So he was like, he's still in the ring. They keep sparring. Round 10 come, and Kenny say, "It's over, get out the ring." Jalil hop out the ring. He said, "Yeah, you gotta let your daddy in and tell you get out the ring." Jalil hops back in the ring, and they keep going again. At round 15, Calvin said, "I don't care what nobody say. It's over after this round." And Tank just pushes him to be better. Tank pushes him. Like, Shawty, you good. I see what you could be, but be better. Be better.
See,
And
only in the
you know, that's
hangout, man, and the JBT community, you get these type of exclusives, man.
man,
Man,
he just did that.
Oh,
that's crazy.
When Jalil was going through this process of where I want to be, what I want to do, Tank, like, he give him big brother conversation. He said, Shawty, go where it's best for you. That was his answer to him. Go with, because Tank knew that he holds a lot of for lack of better word, he holds a lot of power and influence over young fighters that he has a relationship with or look up to him. And I thought that was amazing by Tank. Like, don't come to me, don't come to this person, don't be with, go where you're happy at. You know that.
Yeah,
that's what
easily said, nah, man, come to PBC, this, that, and the third. He did some real stuff and say, man, go where you gonna feel comfortable and be the best at, man. I like that.
And I hope people like putting up sound bites. I've said that before, Jay. I hope people let that type of stuff out, because Tank is the personal guy. You don't get 15 words out of him. You get, tweets, but you don't get words out of him. And so people get one anticipated thought. Man, that young man is different in the fact that he look out for young fighters. I mean, my son, he's never said you got to sign to me. He's never said you got to do this. None of those conversations, but he always did, for lack of better, real nigga shit, and said, I got you, Shawty. When my son fought in January on Tank card in DC, when he had the DC card, my son wasn't scheduled to be on that card. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. My son was not scheduled to be on that card. When Tank had the press conference, we see Tank walking in because we support. Like, hey man, you doing your prep, we support. He said, hey man, what you doing sitting out here? Come on, come up here. He said, you be sitting down front. Jalil went with everybody else, sat down front. And then when Tank was up there, he said, hey, with Jalil, you rocking with me in your city. That was all he had to say. And the next thing I know, about 3 hours later, we got a phone call. Hey, you on Tank's card in January.
Straight fire.
He used his power of influence to look out for somebody that he has no financial vested in.
Damn.
I really appreciate that, Bernard, man. You know that candor. Go ahead, finish, Bob.
Yeah, I hear all these different people. No, my bad, bro. I just hear all these different people with these different narratives, or they'll say different things about a fighter or this, that, and the third. And I always stand up when somebody says something to Tank. Not that he asks us to stand up or need us to stand up, but when you know how stuff get miscued or misinterpreted is when real people who know the real truth don't stand up and say something.
Exactly.
That's how it happens. So I'm not gonna be that guy when I know.
Sorry about that.
How
yeah,
great
my
this
phone.
dude is.
Somebody just called in and it threw me off for a second. Sorry about that.
Nah, I know how great this dude is. I ain't talking about the fight.
Okay, cool. Hey, Bernard, I'm definitely going to make sure the whole sound bite goes out.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure it goes out today,
Facts.
man. Tell you that
I just ain't want that to get lost,
man.
That's
yeah. I mean, gracious, man. That for you to tell the story about him saying, "I heard you want to be a pro," then he said, "Your daddy got to get out." Man, that's priceless, man. I ain't never heard that online.
Yeah, that's priceless. And it's 100% genuine, man. That's like article.
Yeah. So when people say something about when people say something about Tank, I feel it's an obligation for us to say something because of what he's done for my son. That part has died out when people felt obligated to do things based on what people have done for you. That's the part that I think has died out. But when you got people that do stuff for you like that, especially in this sport, where 99% of the people in this sport, coaches and everybody else, is fucked up people.
Yep.
But when you got genuine people, like I said, like Tank, Calvin, Kenny, them dudes that did stuff for my son and they have to do it. They didn't have to do it. There was no interest. There was no value. It was we just mess with this kid. I mean, just to be like, it's been times when my son was up this spawn, and we ain't doing bad. We all right. We ain't millionaires. Calvin to be like, hey, come get this money. Make sure Shorty all right. Just want to make sure I give him something for Spawn. I said, man, it was a great experience. He was like, nah, here. And then when Tank had him for 2 or 3 days, I'm talking about back when Jalil was in high school, and he would bring him up for 2 or 3 days for Spawn. Tank never let Shorty walk out of there with an empty pocket.
What I'm talking about.
And I done been in the gym with a lot of top quality dudes. My son done gave them 7, 8, 9 rounds. A couple of them he done put hands on, and they ain't give him a coin. They ain't give him a used pair of gloves. But that Tank never let him walk out like that. Never. Like, nah, Shawty, where they do that at?
Yeah, but these are the type of stuff we don't hear though. You know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We just hear all a bunch of negative stuff. And you know, the narrative, you know, for this fight is Tank is never fought a slick black fighter. And we're gonna see something totally different now since he's in there with a slick black fighter, yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So there's always a narrative, but this time
you know where that comes from though. People have never been in the gym.
Hey Jay, you know the one thing I'm learning about Tank, you'll never hear the story from him because everything he do, he's never gonna repeat that he did it. It's always gonna take somebody else to tell a story because I be hearing the things that he be doing. I'm like, damn, they don't even never talk about it, but he don't never talk about it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's just like when he had
his Wi-Fi doing the boogie woogie.
Just like he had a thing with the kids, man, down at Upton Gym. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want media to be blasting it out or anything like that, man. He just wanted to come in there, do things with the youngsters, man, give them some gifts and stuff, take pictures with them. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. You know, Tank does so much stuff underneath the rug that you never see, but people don't, but they only want to maximize and magnify the certain things that happen in his life that might be negative and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, people love to see you doing bad. They never want to see you doing good. You know what I'm saying? And the things that you do good will never be maximized. But the good thing about that, man, you know, I always take it to the Bible. God says, "What you do in silence, I will bless you." You know, what you do in front of everybody and you get accolades from them, that is your blessing. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather get a blessing from God than hate to say it, but being blessed by y'all.
Facts.
Man, well, I can't wait to June 15th. I ain't gonna lie, man, because we definitely gonna see something different, man. You know, like I said, Shawty looking good, man, and he been looking good in between fights and everything. He's keeping the weight down and everything. He finally knows who he is. You know, and it takes sometimes a long time to understand who you are.
Comfortable. Tank is getting comfortable with his spot. And that's dangerous.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes, sir.
Did you see Tank when he first came home?
Yeah, yes.
I told him he could have fought when he first came home. The shit he was in.
Yeah, he was ready to go then.
So that's how
Mr.
long
Bernard,
he
you
been.
said
You know what
something.
I mean? He been ready to go for a minute.
You said something that was very pertinent.
Whoever next definitely gonna get it.
I like how he has brought AB back. You know what I'm saying? He's over there. You got AB over there working. You got Damari over there working. But damn near the whole Upton Gym. I heard Mia's going to be on the card too. So we got some stuff going, yo.
That's awesome.
I heard Jalil got something in the works.
Yeah, but now I say they're waiting for Matchroom to let it all out, Jack. So we just gonna wait on that. So they got a way they like doing things.
Okay.
They even had Shushu over there as well. You're right, Remo.
Shushu, yeah.
Now he said Shushu wasn't working with Tank or none of them, but he was there though.
Yeah, I seen an interview with him. Tank's.
I wonder if him and Damari. I wonder if Shushu and Damari been working.
Hey, Damari and Adrian Brown have been working.
It's good.
Woo.
That good work.
Yep, I've seen that this morning. You know, so and Brona looking good, man. And Kenny said that Brona is looking very good. And he also predicting a stoppage too.
He was letting his hands go against Bill Cartwright or whatever his last name was.
Yeah, if he let them hands go, I feel bad for your boy Flair the Flair.
No doubt.
Coach Hackett.
Dom,
I wanted
man. I ain't losing to this. Dom.
What do you think about that fight, Coach Bernard?
Man, if AB come in being AB, it'll be a beautiful thing for boxing because, like I always said, AB another real dude. AB keep it a bean, and he can fight.
Best boxer to ever get in his own way, man. He'd still be in the top slot if he never got in his own way.
Yeah, Broner did so much, man, in the beginning of his career was crazy.
Yep. His
trajectory, 4-time champion. That was crazy.
His trajectory was outer space.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they were actually deeming him the next Mayweather.
Yep. The way he fought, all that.
Is that label too much to put on a young fighter?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a tough label there.
I think it's an impossible label. I think you really got to look at that in the same way that Kobe never wanted to be called the next Mike, because you can't, you never live up to it. You got to be the first you that pays homage to the guy, but you can't be him.
Facts. You got to pay homage, man, for sure, man, for the people that yeah, I mean, Mayweather did some stuff we ain't seen before. You know, you always got people to say this or say that, man, but you're always going to have people to say this and that. You know what I mean? If it ain't the this and that's, man, you know, you got to have a bottom line, you know. So I'm looking for, like I said, boxing is looking great. Hey, Bernard, we got that fight this weekend, HRGOVIC versus Danny Dubois. Have you checked that out yet?
Man, I think that's gonna be a good fight. I really think that's gonna be a good. I think that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one. I'm looking forward to seeing their style makes each other look good. I just think their style makes. Sometimes you can have two styles that don't fit each other and it lends for a boring fight. But I think that I think their styles make each other look good.
Any predictions?
I like them both, so I really can't say one way or another. I think either one of them will pull that one off. I predict we're gonna have a great fight.
How about the main card? Wilder versus Zhang.
I mean, Deontay hit anybody with that right hand, it's a wrap. But Zhang big. I mean, once again, the last thing to go is power. So if that's the last thing to go, Deontay still got it.
They gotta knock each other out.
Yeah, I think sometimes when a guy is what he is, we can't go tinkering with it. I think Deontay, when Deontay was just being Deontay, I think that was it. But I think sometimes what happens is a guy take a loss or don't look good, then everybody want to start switching coaches. We want to learn new techniques. You getting these guys in I can't even say they 30s no more. Once these blue chip guys get to about 24, 25, you ain't changing nothing with them. When everything seems like it's going wrong, they're gonna go back to what they know and feel comfortable.
Exactly. So the way they hit that heavy bag in the gym, hands down and shit like that, that's when
they're gonna go back to
exactly
100%. 100%.
Muscle memory.
You know, I love to see these different mid coaches. I love to watch them when they do the 500 piece combinations, the hit me behind the back, around the head, all that type of stuff. But if I'm not gonna see that guy do that in a fight, what am I getting other than cardio out of it in the gym? I tell people all the time, I've only seen with my eyes, not on YouTube or something, just being in the gym with them. I've only seen one fighter that actually ran off those combinations. His positions were perfect, and he could do it in a fight.
Ray Leonard?
Nope.
Who?
Gary Russell Jr.
Oh
I've seen Gary on the mitts run 10 punch combinations, turn, run 10 again, turn, run 10 again, and never lost his form for his defensive integrity. Hands back to his chin, fighting from there. And then he get in a fight and he do the same thing. I see a lot of guys run these 1,000-piece combinations. They get in a fight and they don't throw one combination.
Pot shotting all night. They're getting the bad
All
habits.
night. That's it. So it's like, why? It's like you see, man, if I watch him on the mitts and I watch him on the bag, I can tell you how we're going to fight him. No, you can't, because he don't even fight like that.
Yes, sir. Got to see him in there with live competition.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think Ray Leonard run him off like that, man. Ray would throw a 100-piece combination in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah, Ray
he did it. He did it. I just said, well, I like being in the gym and seeing it myself. I never was in the gym and saw Ray do it.
Oh, okay.
See it in fights, but who I saw do it in the gym, and then in a fight, he threw that same combination the same exact way. He's the only one I've seen do it.
Wow.
Yeah, Gary's mitt work is a thing of beauty.
A lot of people started the combinations that went out the window for a while, man, especially in the Mayweather era. You know what I'm saying? It was more about pot shotting and things of that nature, because people knew that if they threw them combinations, they'd get caught. So people really stopped doing it, man. It was really a lost art to see people let their hands go, man.
But they don't do road work no more, so they can't do that.
Yeah.
If you don't do road work, you cannot do that.
How can you not do road work in boxing? That makes no sense to me. I
crazy.
hate seeing people on a treadmill. I ain't gonna lie. I hate it.
Yeah, you don't have to do long distance. You have to do sprinting, at least bare minimum sprinting.
Yeah, you got to do sprints. You got to put your condition work in. These guys don't do it. Just look at most of the fights you see. That's not the super superior top guys. Them dudes tired after the 4th round.
Yep.
Yeah. They're tired.
Yep.
I tell my son that if we ever get a guy that has so much experience and you think he has a better set of skills than you, let's do what we do best. Put your foot on the gas pedal, push it all the way to the floor, and let's see how much gas he got in the tank.
Wear his ass out. Straight up.
Yeah. What George Haller say? Fatigue makes cowards of us all.
Facts. Can't do the same shit when you're dead tired and there.
You turn to a lot of guys turn to a different fighter.
Yep.
Yeah. So all you gotta do is step on the gas pedal.
Should be.
If you step on the gas pedal, that's it. Yeah. I mean, just look at boxing. We had guys. Just think, when I always say none of the guys from any eras that are current could beat the Ray Leonards, the Marvin Haglers, the guys from that period going back, because they couldn't do 15 rounds. These guys are tired after round 6, 7. So what you think he gonna do if he had to go 15?
Oh, it's over. It's over.
He gonna get stopped.
That's
How you reduce the rounds and the punch count go down per division? Yeah. That's crazy.
Trending.
That's why Mayweather used to always say, "I'm going to drown you." And people didn't understand what he was saying, but he was just pretty much saying, my condition is superior over you. So eventually you're going to drown because you're going to be tired. I'm going to take you all the way to the last round. You know what I mean?
But why was his condition superior?
He ran.
I put it more on not just running. He had a father that came up in a 15-round generation. So he don't know how to train. He don't know how to train for 12 rounds. He does not know how to train for 12.
Great point.
He only knows how to train for 15.
Great.
Yep.
So when these guys be going in the gym and they see a 5-minute clock doing 8 rounds, once again, they're not used to that. I mean, we go up to Coach Bosey gym and spar with Boots or spar with guys there. Coach Bosey clock start at 4 minutes. That joint start at 4 minutes. So if you said you was gonna come up here and get 8 rounds with him, I hope you know what you in for, because his clock starts at 4 minutes. So when you look at Boots in a fight, and you be like, man, everybody else starting to get tired or slow down a little bit. Not him. His clock is actually 3 rounds before your clock. So when you in the 6th round, he's only in the 3rd.
standing up in between rounds. The kids
Yeah,
are beaming.
that's just a whole different level of the game. That's just a whole different level. If you look at the fights when Boots got hit with a clean shot, there's a couple of fights he got hit with clean shots. If they came after the 4th round, they had no effect on him. Why? Because that guy already, he's human now. All the special skill done gone out the window because we let these 4 rounds go by. Look how many guys get knockouts. How many occur after the 5th round? Very few.
Very few.
Yeah, because they shot their shot, and the good ones are in shape and about to wear their asses out.
Thank you. Them dudes that shot their load. There's never.
Wilder wouldn't
Hey,
run.
you got only dude I seen that wasn't dedicated to running that could do that was James Toney. He was the only James Toney, the only dude I ever seen that was not dedicated to running, but could just wear you out. But he spar his way in shape with 4 different dudes. He gonna spar his way in shape. So yeah, if you ain't committed to this sport with everything in you, then you can't really be dominant at this sport.
Ain't nobody playing this shit.
Nah, they not playing. If you ain't trying to get one of the older fighters to come be your friend so you can learn as much as you can from them, then you ain't trying to be good. You gonna let a wealth of knowledge go away. Half of these guys that's in some of these old gyms, they have never gone to some of these old guys and asked them who they are. Somebody got to come in and say, you know who that is? Nah, that's just the old dude be at the gym. Nah, that's such and such, man. He did this. And you ask, why you never tell me? You never asked me.
Yo, Miss Mona says, sit up, Jay.
We were just talking about that this morning, about how you got to get the older cats in your life, man. You know what I mean? Because they got that experience, man. You know what I'm saying? That's so important.
Necessity, for sure.
They said, wake up snoring, shorty. Who? I ain't snoring.
Miss Mona said, tell Jay to get up off the egg shot of his neck.
I know. Y'all might hear the massage motor. It's loud, so y'all might hear that. But I ain't snoring, y'all.
You in there getting a massage and shit.
I'm in the massage chair. Look, I don't even have it on 0 gravity, man. I'm up.
I'm in one of them joints right now.
Hey Jay,
peace yesterday.
Hey Jay, I got a question for the group. All these experienced guys. A fighter who's still alive and has to be over the age of 40, I'll say 40, that you could bring into your gym and help you with your current pro or a young fighter, who would that one fighter be?
Can you say that question one more time, Bernard?
The fighter has to be over 40.
Okay.
But if you could bring one fighter in the gym currently living to help you with your guy, who would that one fighter be?
And that fighter has to be over 40.
Yeah, the guy coming in to help you has to be over 40. He can't be under 40.
James Toney.
And that's being nice.
I take James Toney.
I take James Toney too.
And you're talking about for his knowledge in boxing.
Yeah, for whatever you think he can actually employ to your fighter.
I bring Mayweather.
Yeah, Floyd or Tony, or both if I could.
When it comes to intelligence, Mayweather knows boxing. You know what I mean? I don't know if he would make a good trainer, but if you're just talking about him giving you jewels to use in boxing, I would use Mayweather.
Yeah, I see a lot of him coaching Tank and like sparring sessions of footage online.
I don't know if he has the time for being a trainer. I don't know if he has that type of time.
He ain't doing shit but spending money. Come back to the gym, dog. Teach some of these little kids how to do this shit.
I got food on my neck area. I've been eating crack. I'm just doing bad up in here.
You're here shaming Remo's shirt with all them cracker crumbs.
Hey, well, Jay, if that was the guy everybody said they would bring in, because I agree with the two that you named, that people named, then you have 3. One fighter, we both seen all pick the fighter, and 2 coaches that you would bring in for a complete camp to get a fighter ready for a fight. Who would those 3 be?
I got the team from
Wait, say
Baltimore.
that one more time.
If you had to bring in a camp of 3 people, a fighter, 2 coaches that you bring in, who would those 3 be? And they have to all be currently living now. If you're getting your fighter ready for a fight, they coming in
And
for the whole camp.
now is the fighter that the fighter that we bring in, is he a fighter now, or he has to be someone that used to fight?
Someone they used to fight.
Okay. Mm. Well, I tell you what, my if Floyd Mayweather Sr., because I know right now they say he has some complications, but him in his prime coaching, he would be one guy. I like Coach Calvin and Kenny too, man. I bring them two in, man.
Me too.
Yeah, but you
Can't,
say
can't,
one of them got to be a fighter though. You said one got to be a
I'm a,
fighter though.
we all know Calvin and Kenny, so we gonna eliminate them. They can't
Okay.
have them. Can't have them two. We all familiar with them.
Okay. Well, I
Okay.
tell you
Well,
what,
I tell you what,
I like Andre Ward's coach. What's his name? Virgil Hunt. That's his name, right? Virgil Hunt.
Yeah, Virgil.
I like Virgil. I like Cunningham also because he's so no nonsense, man. And let me give you one. And now a fighter I would bring in. What fighter would I bring in that? And you say that fighter can be active or not active. He's not a fighter now, right?
I take Coach Kenny, Coach Calvin, and Robert Garcia.
Yeah, but he said a fighter. Well, you know
Yeah,
what? Robert Garcia was a fighter. You're right.
Champ.
You're right. I like the guy from New York also, man. What's his name?
Mustafa.
That dealt with was it not Kovalev, but who was it?
Coach Anthony.
No, black guy up in New York, used to be a fighter,
Jersey.
and he had what's that guy name, man? That was a middleweight that fight his ass off, and everybody ended up fighting him. Something with a bitch at the end, BIC something. What is his name? Damn coach, right?
Yeah.
I hate when my mind does this to me. What is that coach name? He's up in New York. He had Jacobs. What's that coach name? They had Daniel Jacobs.
I'm
Remember
blank.
Daniel Jacobs, coach?
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his
Can't
name.
think of his name right now. I take him as well. 'Cause I think he fought, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, what's his name?
Anybody else? Who else got a lineup?
Shit, I got my lineups. Them 3: Garcia, Cal, Bible.
Okay. Senior, you got a lineup? Senior probably doing about 900 things right there. But nah, who would be your lineup?
Dang, we got these guys are 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
I think everybody's sleep.
Nah, my stuff is I'm on my phone, so I'm spotting out.
1 foot in.
Is Bernard still here? He might be on the other line or something.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I was saying, who was your 3B?
Abel Sanchez, Robert Garcia, and Terry Norris.
Ooh, that's nice.
Ooh. Terry Norris was a beast, man.
Yeah, that would be my 3 right there. I think they would be my 3.
I like Abel Sanchez as well, man. Yeah, sure.
Robert Garcia trains a lot of fighters, man.
Yeah, Robert Garcia. I think he doesn't get the proper recognition that he deserves, man. That dude he's really good at what he does. Abel Sanchez is definitely a beast.
Robert teach you how to be a dog.
Yep.
Yeah. Certainly.
Because
and I think
what he did with Marcus Madonna was amazing. You know, because Marcus Madonna, that first fight, I was there, man. And
My
he gave Floyd everything he wanted that night, man. Everything.
Donna made it
Everything.
there off pure talent, and then got with Robert Garcia.
Yeah,
Yep.
and the talent levels were different,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. But it meant nothing that day. Even though Floyd decided to fight him his way, toe to toe, Floyd said in the beginning he's not going to do his normal style. You know what I mean? And Floyd stayed in the pocket with him, man. You know what I mean? He did that Ray versus what you call him, man, first fight. Because Ray,
Duran.
yeah,
Duran.
that's what Floyd did that time, man. He just stayed right there and battled the dude, man, and showed with subtle movement and different things that he was able to dodge a lot of punches. But he was catching a lot of stuff because that man was not no conventional fighter, man, at all. He wasn't conventional at all, man. You know, shots were coming from everywhere. You
Yeah,
know,
Robert got the most out of who he had. I think that was the beautiful thing about him. He maximized what you had.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like
Good at.
Eddie Futch. Eddie Futch was really good at doing that.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hey, Aunt
yeah, you're
McQueen.
right.
Aunt McQueen, give us your
Yes,
three,
sir.
because I know you put together your three, Aunt. Who was your 3B?
What
Three
up?
who? Three fighters?
Yeah, Bernard had a question. If you can put together one fighter and two trainers to prepare a fighter, who would it be for you?
That are alive now.
Oh, off top, it would have to be my all-time favorite, man, James Toney.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I would pick James Toney is because you know, his ability to fight on the inside. That's the one thing I see with a lot of the younger fighters is that they don't really seem to work on that type of stuff. You know, Thomas and I, we have that conversation all the time about why it's important to have, you know, that wealth of knowledge that Mr. Bernard was talking about in your corner. Because there's just little things that you see with the old school fighters. Like when they fighting on the inside, a guy got his guard up, being able to use your head to, you know what I mean, pry the guard open, slip a shot in between. It's just like little stuff like that you don't really see from a lot of young fighters. A lot of the times it's just them just trying to stay on the outside, but then when somebody encroaches the jab, they get past that. It's like, what the hell can you do now?
Yep, they can all box, but fight is a whole different question.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you put that because that's a true statement. I tell a lot of people that. I see a lot of boxers, but I don't see too many fighters.
Man, that's a fact.
And that's a difference. People don't
Yeah,
understand that.
that's
Huge,
A
totally different.
huge difference.
huge difference.
It's like, what happens when
Wait,
that guy don't give a shit about your jab? What you gonna do now?
Fuck
Yeah.
that heat. Fuck all that. I'm coming to whip your ass, and they're
And you know what? We saw that in that Hitchens fight. That Hitchens Limos fight. We saw that in action.
Hitchens proved
yeah,
something that night, though. Africa
No,
proved
he's
something.
tough for sure, but I think that if he had a more developed inside game, he could have made that fight a lot easier on himself.
Very easy.
Correct.
Like Tank versus Lemos would be over in one round. Gotta be able to
I
fight.
say this. I gained a lot of respect for Hitchens from that last fight, though.
Me too.
I sure did too.
He weathered the storm and he found a way to do what he had to do. I gained a lot of respect for him. He showed me he had a lot of dog in him because
Right.
a lot of other guys would have checked it in. They would have cashed it in.
Yep.
That boy figured it out, and people don't understand that. I talked to Brian Norman's dad after the fight before last, and he was so upset, man. I told my son, figure it out. I said, everybody who not in boxing don't understand. Son, we worked on this in camp. Why are you looking at me like you don't know? Figure it out. Like that's what that was. And that was like Hitchens told himself, figure it out.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Seventh
I
round.
respect that kid. I respect that kid a lot.
Yeah.
That's another guy. That's another guy that if he moved up to 47 in the next 2 years, I'd love to fight him. I'd love to fight him. You know, we sparred together. I like I said, I think fighters develop respect through combat, and through combat, I do respect him. I think he's a very good fighter. And that last fight really showed me that he's not just a good boxer; he's a good boxer all the time. I just would always be like, I don't know if he got that dog in him. But that last fight showed me he got that dog in him.
Yeah,
he got that dog
answered some
for real.
questions. He answered some questions on his last fight.
Yep.
Yeah, He sure did. Because some people feel like if you go rounds in the gym that you got that dog in you. Man,
Yeah.
that dog could be a false dog with them 16 ounces in the headgear. When
Yes,
that thing is 8 ounces, it's all dog. There's
whole
nothing
different story.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, different animal.
You answer questions that people from the outside have and questions that you have on the inside about yourself. How far am I willing to go?
And speaking to what you were saying earlier too, Mr. Bernard, how we got a cancel culture in boxing now. If you get a loss, there's a lot of people that was speaking ill of him because he was in a tough fight. They didn't want to give him the credit that he deserved for pulling out that tough fight. Sorry about that.
Nah, you right, bro. Look, Floyd Mayweather is the Michael Jordan of boxing. He made everybody think something that's not accurate for everybody.
Yep.
Floyd made stuff look easy that was truly hard. And that's the piece that I think people don't catch on to. Like Floyd made it look he made stuff look easy. And everybody not gonna do that. Hitchens can box. Hitchens tough. Hitchens can do a lot of different things. I saw it. I respect that young man. But I think we put in the heads of fighters, I'm gonna be the next Mayweather, I'm gonna be the next Roy Jones. And I think they get to drinking the Kool-Aid of that, and they're out there trying to beat a fictional person that's not in the ring with them. You gotta beat the guy that's in there with you. I tell Jalil, be the first Jalil Major Hackett. Don't be the first nobody else, because if there's somebody else's name in front of the first, that means you're being the second.
Yes.
Yeah. And then fighting, second doesn't go so well.
Nah, it never goes well. Nope. It never goes well. I like doing Jay's podcast. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because we actually had more respect for guys who lost their throne in the ring to the next king. We didn't disrespect those guys. We didn't think, oh, he's washed up now. No, his reign is over. That's all. His reign is over.
Facts. And I always talk
that's
about
a fact.
That season.
And there's no shame in that.
Nah, you almost look forward to it. Mike Tyson used to say, I'm going out on my shield. There's no shame in losing to a better fighter who says it's my turn. There's no shame in that.
And in addition to that point, I think the other thing too is that we get to really see what somebody is truly made of. And I think that's even more beautiful, because it's easy to be all smiles when everything is going your way.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? So I have a lot of respect for fighters who bounce back. Like I said, my favorite fighter is James Toney. He got 10 L's on his record. It don't make me think any less of him.
Oh, no. I think more of James Toney because he didn't make any excuses after losing to Roy. He said he was just better. He said he was just better. What do you think? He was just better?
Yeah. BVO had Reggie Sweets Johnson on his channel yesterday, man. And he was talking about when he fought Roy Jones, man. And he was just saying that just how talented that guy was. He was like, listen here, man. That guy was the best in our era, man. He said, I've never had a drink. I've never put any mind-altering anything in my body. But one time I got drunk is when Roy Jones hit me with a 1-2.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? But he was just saying Roy was just different, man.
Man, Roy had stupid punching power. That wasn't even logical punching power. He had fast hands, and he was just a physical freak of nature. Here's a guy who used a jab as a second thought. His jab was a hook.
Yeah, because he never did anything conventional. He didn't play by the rules of boxing.
Nope.
At all. Yeah.
The fundamentals of boxing.
His numbers, the way he ran his numbers off was different.
Yep.
Remember when he punched that dude and he had a seizure in the ring when he punched him in the head? That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He had a seizure and then shit. He got punched right in the top of the head. Like, you never think that would happen from that.
You know how they say that everything starts off the jab? Nah, we're Roy.
This conventional boxing, like the rules of fundamentals didn't apply to him.
Yeah. Yeah, and some people, man, they're just so gifted and talented, man, that they can get away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until that athleticism goes away. You know, so
And I
Yeah.
think sometimes it's intelligence too, man. Sometimes it's intelligence, just to know the rules, to be able to bend them.
Know when to break them. Exactly. Yeah.
Know how to bend them. Because
I
Oscar De La Hoya is the same way. Like if you look at Oscar De La Hoya, he was actually left-handed fighting orthodox. So later on in his career, his right hand, his straight right hand, his cross, damn near became his jab, and he started using the hook off of that. Which I had a question before. It was something about the teaching fighters new things once they reach a certain point in their career. Like, what do you think about that? Like, if you got a guy that's got maybe he's got like a signature punch or a dynamic quality, like building around that, as opposed to just trying to just teach him something completely new. But how do we build around that and
very.
like centerpiece? It kind of like Oscar De La Hoya with his left hook. When you watch him early in his fights, he didn't really set it up the same way. But then as the years passed with the different trainers, like Floyd Mayweather Sr. in particular, he had learned how to really, really set it up. Like stab to the body, then the right hand behind it, then he would fire the hook. It wasn't just come out there, just hook, hook, hook. So, Mr. Bernard, have you ever been in a situation like that where you had a guy who had like whatever it is, an uppercut, a hook, just a dynamic punch that he was really, really good at and just built around that?
Let me ask you this: do you think Oscar De La Hoya learned something new from Floyd Mayweather Sr., or do you think he was able to mask what he was already knowing?
hmm.
Because whenever he got in trouble, he went back to the person that he was.
100%.
A leopard don't change his spots.
Can't.
When you say you say you're making adjustments in a fighter, the coach may say it, but the fighter has already talked to the coach and say, hey, coach, this is not working for me as well because my speed is starting to go away. So the fighter said I have to make adjustments in his mind. That's where the adjustments can take place. None of us can change. My son, I like boxing and came up with the Russells, enjoy the concept of boxing. Like, hey, we could box and we can get him out of here. We in shape. But my son is one of those seek and destroy type people. I try to make him know the concepts of boxing. I've taught him boxing. But if you watch my son, when push come to shove, and when I say that, I mean, even when he's in the control of it, he's trying to figure out, all right, now let me get you out of here. And this we're talking about from the opening bell. It's like, Jalil, calm down. Let's box, find it. He'll tell me, okay. And then he'll go out there and it's like 30 seconds of boxing. Oh, he hurt the guy boxing. Now it goes right back to seek and destroy.
Yeah, he's a predator, man.
I mean, you got to know the guys you're dealing with. And that's why I asked the question I asked of all the guys about the coaching staff, because I think sometimes we don't bring in the right person to help us with a fighter. We bring in the person that we as a coach feel the least threatened by, but we don't bring in the best guy for what would get the best result for the fighter.
Ooh, that's a strong statement right there, Bernard.
Was Bozy a fighter? Bozy Ennis was a fighter, right? Because if so, I changed Robert Garcia to Bozy on my pick. I would have Bozy, Calvin, and Kenny.
Okay. I mean, and once again, great
team.
team.
Hear what Bernard just said, though. He said that we bring people in, but not the best people. Let's say that this coach might be a better coach than you, but you don't want to bring him in because maybe you think you might lose that fighter or something like that. So the best person to bring in, you might not bring in because you feel inferior. Is that what you're saying, Bernard?
The best.
Yeah, that's it. 100%. That's 100%. I mean, when you look at it, half of these guys don't go to a new coach and they don't have any familiarity with him. He may have been in the gym or in camp at another time, and your coach may have been the one to say, hey, we good the way we got it, and you're like, why not keep this guy? This guy was helpful. You got to win. I just don't. I look at boxing coaching the same way I look at coaching football. I'm going to bring the best coaching staff in to get the best outcome for my team.
Hey, Coach Bernard.
We don't have to be cool.
Hey, Coach
BBO
Bernard,
Box. What's up, BBO Box?
What's
you know,
happening?
BBO boxing. I want to ask you a quick question, Coach. So when you speak of that, where does that confidence come from? Because really, that's a fundamental flaw that you brought up, where a lot of fighters mirror their trainer. So whatever that trainer is, usually I'm talking about if they bought them from the ground up. That's sometimes what you see in that fighter. Like I know some flaws that I see in like a Tio, I can tell they come from never being corrected properly, and it's just going on and on and on. And I'm saying, how do you, as a coach, kind of nip that in the bud to where you don't have any flaws that you may have as a coach come off onto the fighter?
I mean, I think sometimes you have to bring fresh energy in. Sometimes somebody who's not familiar with your camp has to come in. I have coaches who have fought their fighters in the amateurs. I have no problem going to them and say, hey, I fought 3 different guys that you got. All 3 of them could do something the same that was a hindrance to us, even if we won the fight. I want to come down there and train with you one day. And they look at me crazy, but they'll say, okay, and I'll do it. And they say, why you do that? I said, because I want the guy who can actually capitalize on my flaw. I don't need somebody who can mimic what I do. Shit, I already got me. My mama didn't give birth to a twin. I want somebody who's the total opposite, who can bring a whole nother dynamic to the stage. I don't need a bunch of people who say yes to everything I say. I need somebody that says no and can show me why their no makes sense.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
And that's
let me
getting the
ask
best
you one
done
more
for your
question.
son.
So, hey, Coach, when you see a guy, when you say a fighter, a coach can't bring too much, well, let me ask you this: how come when you see like a Floyd Senior, or you even see a Bomac, how are they able to regenerate guys? Like I kind of had a second win with Floyd Senior. I don't know if people remember that, but he really was almost like rebirthed with Floyd Senior. So how was he able to bring something out, like you were saying, that we didn't already see, and he was already so great?
Once again, I'll say, what level of competition did he bring that out against? When was he hurt? When was Oscar hurt while being coached by him? And Oscar sustained the new knowledge instead of going back to who he originally was. I can put my son in a ring with an amateur that got 12 fights and show him a whole new style that you've never seen him fight, and he looked like a master with it. But the minute I put somebody of equal talent and they touch him with something, he going back to what he know works. That's just the preservation of the human body. It's not gonna randomly jump off a cliff.
Nice. I like that. All right, then, Coach, we'll put you on the hot seat then. Who will be your, so I know you said that for your son, right? You know, if let's say that he's fighting for the championship, I guess it had to be a particular fighter, so that way you know what style and which coach would bring in. But what would be your team just regularly for your son, if you could just have your picks?
And I can't use Calvin and Kenny?
Nah, you got it.
Okay.
I want whoever you're going to use.
Oh, no. If you're asking me that, I'm not even thinking about. I don't train for the opponent. Okay. I make the opponent train for us. Okay. I've never seen gazelles train to beat a lion, or a lion train to beat a gazelle. He said, "I'm gonna run them down. I'll catch one. I'll kill him, and I'll eat him." The gazelle said, "We just gonna run." So we don't have to. I'm gonna prepare him for what we are gonna impose on the guy. And when it comes to my coaching staff, if I pick that all-star staff for a title, it's going to be Calvin and Kenny, because Kenny is more like me, but I think he's going to give other facets of how to get it done. Calvin is the guy he's the fine point pin. He's going to box you. He's going to put stuff together. He's going to be slick. He's going to get every aspect of what we can do. You know, and I think that, to me, for Jaleel, will be the perfect staff that we're going to go into it with, because they all know how to have a sense of urgency without creating a riot.
Okay. You said that Kenny is like you. Explain that to us.
Kenny wants to see you impose your will and look for the knockout immediately. Where Calvin gonna take a steak knife and keep poking it. He gonna poke it, and then he said, "Okay, I see that opening. I'm gonna go ahead and slice it." But when you put both of them together, they make a perfect knife.
Right. Wow.
It's asking your guys, if you put a perfect sword together, or you pick one sword, what sword would it be, and why would you pick it? For me, I'm gonna pick a katana. It cuts from both sides. It's built for slicing, and the handles are perfect.
Double-edged sword.
Correct. But somebody else may pick a saber. Somebody else may pick a lance. It depends on what you do. So me being a guy that wants the katana, I'm not going to tell a guy who picks a saber or a lance that he's wrong. I want to see what that can do with what I do. Because if it gives me, I could beat it, but if it gave me any imposition on my wheel to where I had to go into my bag to beat it, then I want to ask him why he did something. Because if I can figure out why he did it, I can add that to my repertoire.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you a question. So, did you, when you were working with your son, were you trying to craft this style to be fan friendly, or that just happened over time?
I first got to know. I first had to learn what my son's personality was in the ring. Once I learned what his personality was, it was easy to train him, because I first had to let him understand who he was. Anything I give you that's not your personality is something for you to add to the bag. But I have to be willing to let you find who you are before I try to make you what I want you to be.
That's so important.
You're more receptive to retain knowledge when I first listen to what you have to say about how you feel about things.
That's a great point. That's that Angelo Dundee stuff where it's those Jedi mind tricks. I like that.
Trained to be the version of yourself.
Because
and that's correct.
One thing I can say is that when I first seen your son fight, I said, "Wow, they making this kid make somebody you want to watch." He's not running, he coming forward, and whenever I see that, I'll be thinking like, did he plan that or how did that go? But great job what you're doing, man. You probably hear it enough, but I appreciate everything you're doing for the sport, man. I really do.
Man, when I used to take Jalil out to like California and stuff when he was little, and we would go, I'm talking about like 9, 10 years old, we would go out to the different gyms and spar with those guys. It was so funny. They would call Jalil the Black Mexican because Jalil just want to mix it up. They like, where's the little Black Mexican? Because we were looking for him to be want to be slick boxer, and Jalil like, y'all want to draw the line in the sand? Let's do it. And I had to let that go first, because that's his natural instinct. And then say, hey, son, let's look at the video. Now you see where you got hit with these 2 punches. Did they hurt you? No. So that's why you took those punches. Now let's say if we do this while still being you, we don't have to take those punches. Catch, roll, pivot, fire. But before, if I said, you're doing it wrong, catch, roll, pivot, fire, he gone. Because he's not able to be himself. See, boxing is like interpretive art. Everybody's going to see something different looking at the same picture. Right. The goal of a coach is to be able to see through the eyes of the fighter, know what he's seeing, and then be able to show him, if you turn the picture slightly left, this is what I'm seeing.
That's a great point, man.
That's an excellent perspective.
Because I think especially with your son with that exciting style, man, like you said, that little Black Mexican style, man. I think he's gonna be a star, man. Because that's what we need. We need somebody that's coming forward, getting guys out of there, man. That's what the fans want to see. I know it's not always the most popular to some people. They want to see you box and move around and jab, but try to come forward fighters, man. I love that.
Yeah, but don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. His son can box too.
I seen him box, but I'm just saying what I enjoyed. I enjoyed seeing beat people up. That's what I like to see.
Oh yeah, and we love that, man. I'm gonna tell you what I liked about him one time. And when it was at the fight that they had in Baltimore, that Bad Girl Promotions threw, man. And when he got in that ring and they hit the bell, and he ran to his opponent, that shit was funny as hell. That would have scared the hell out of me.
Hey, coming off of that though, coming off what you just said, what Senior just said, I think Tank's best fight was the Pitbull Cruz fight. I think that was the best fight of his career because that was the first time that Tank had to show you I have boxing IQ, I have wits, and I know how to win even if you take my best weapon from me. I think that was the best fight. That's the best fight of his career, if you ask me.
He did show it.
Yeah, once again, we seen Tank knock people out in 1,000 different styles. We seen him knock them out, but we saw Tank have to go be a different guy.
Yep.
And a lot of people honestly didn't think he had that. Oh man, if he can't knock you out, you could beat him. And that was against an all pressure guy. Where if you was going to fold, that was the night you fold, especially if you got a broke hand.
Yeah, I didn't know he had wheels like that. That was to me, that was a shock. I didn't know Tank
turned his
like
ass all night.
Yeah, I didn't either. Hey, see, I didn't think he had them wheels like that either.
He got them wheels on it. I was like, where?
He got afterburners. The boy got beautiful feet in it, man, for sure. The feet are great, Jack. Trying to tell you, man, and he's a complete fighter.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I've seen him fight 4 different ways. I ain't never seen none of these other guys fight as many ways as I seen Tank fight.
Like I said, my man embodies that Bruce Lee mind state. You got to be water, man. You got to change to whatever in the ring with you.
Shouldn't have a game plan. You should come to the fight about to make adjustments.
Well, Coach, let me ask you this. So, since we got the strength and conditioning trainers now, is that why we seeing such bad feet on fighters these days? Because there's not like an emphasis on working on your feet, movement, knowing where you are on the ring. I see a lot of guys in great shape, but I definitely don't see the feet that we used to see like in the early 90s, 2000s. It seems like the feet have just changed completely. Everybody's kind of like in quicksand. Is that because it's so much strength and conditioning that you're not doing that footwork anymore?
That come from all these Herman Munster coaches.
Herman Munster.
Facts.
And they don't teach punching on the move anymore. Everybody gotta sit down. What's the first thing here? Man, you gotta sit down on the shots. That's the first thing they say. You gotta sit down on your punches. None of these guys can punch going backwards. Ali can punch going backwards. Ray Leonard can punch going backwards. They can't change angles and then fire. They have to change angles back up. Half of them ain't in shape. So they're taking more deep breaths than they doing anything else. You seen me. I tell my son, going 10 rounds, he get water in round 3, round 5, round 7, and round 9. You're not getting water every round. But it's not a water drinking contest. It's not a water drinking contest. And what if you get cut? I need that 1 minute to focus on the cut, not give you some damn water. But if you get in a practice of needing water, then you'll be in the habit of having to have it.
Yes.
But if you don't get in the practice of it, then you won't pay attention if you get it or not.
Hey, going back
to what I'm not gonna lie.
With Tank, and you said that when he hurt his hand and he had to adjust. But that goes back to what Floyd used to always say. I love certain things Floyd used to say. Floyd used to say, what happens when I take your best weapon away from you? You know what I mean? And I always thought that was an amazing statement, man, because that's what he liked doing. If your jab was good, he'll take it away from you. If you was a hook, he'll take away what's good, and then you have to readjust, man. So that's so important for people to be able to do and make adjustments, man. Floyd always talked about adjustments, and you can see some people can't adjust. They stay the same the whole fight, man. You know what I mean? But the guys, the great ones, they can assess the situation and then adjust to whatever's going down. You know what I mean? Because you're not always going to be the predator. You know what I mean? Sometimes you meet a predator. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to adjust. You know, or you're just going to have a.
The best.
Man, Zab, Shane Mosley, and Chop Chop. The best 3 fights Floyd made adjustments after being hurt.
Chop Chop for sure. Chop Chop was a great adjustment.
Chop Chop was serious, man.
Yeah. The best fighters got to be able to make adjustments.
Yeah, that's one.
Got to be able to fight off both feet.
You got to pick these minds. You got to pick the minds of these older coaches because they got a wealth of knowledge.
When it comes to old coaches, who do you see was the best? I love Eddie Futch myself, you know, but who was your guy that was like, damn, he was and I love Nassim Richardson too, man. I love him as well. But who's your guys back in the old timers, coach?
Well, for me, I'm always gonna be biased. I think the philosophies and stuff that I use on my son, they come from Gary Russell Sr. Gary Russell Sr. was, I mean, he was in love with the game. He was in love with the game, and a lot of people might not know. He took a lot of fighters that most people thought couldn't fight, and them was the guys that he wanted to work with. He liked taking the guy that nobody else wanted and turning him into something. So you know that's what I like about boxing. I think that's why I do stuff with the kids when I'm in the gym at home, because I don't want the kid who look like he's special and got talent. I want the kid who look like he can't fight. That's where a masterpiece is made, when you take clay and mold it into something. Not when you take a Picasso and just turn it in. It's already a Picasso. You can't do nothing else to it.
Yeah, I like when I see a coach that can turn from ground up, like Calvin and Kenny. They made
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, anybody can inherit a champ, but when you can make a champ, that's a whole different game. And those are the type of cats I feel those should be coach of the year and stuff like that.
Now, I agree with you.
Yeah, you get a lot of coaches that are inherited, you know, great fighters, man, you know, but to build them from grass up, that's something different right there, man. They had that kid since he was 7, 8 years old. There ain't nothing they don't know about him. They know what makes them tick. They know how to set them off. You know what I'm saying? You know, that time when Calvin had Tank in the ring and he said, go penitentiary, put that knife in him. I'm like, goodness gracious. Tank bit on his lip and was like ready to go, yo.
Put it in him. When I say put it in him, I mean put it in him.
Oh my goodness. You can't make stuff up like that, man. I love it. But yeah, Gary Russell Sr., man, he was a special one. And you can tell how good he was just through his sons, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've only had one time to go down to that gym and I watched Gary Antoine Russell work. And
just so the people know, it's the dad you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the dad, yeah. But I went to see his son, Gary Antoine Jr. Train. And his father wasn't even there while he was training, but you would have thought that, you know, the way that kid was training, man, it was just amazing. And they got a whole bunch of old school stuff that they make themselves. You know what I mean? Just like that mask that they use for inswell, it's a whole mask that they dip in ice and then put it on your face. You know what I'm saying? So it covers all areas at one time. You know what I mean? They made stuff like that. That should be patterned. And you know, I've seen when I was in their gym where they have took pieces of iron and wrapped them up with duct tape and then make like
let's take South Patrick Street, Alexandria, and Richmond Highway.
Yeah, we know where you're at.
Yeah, but yeah, man, they do some old school Rocky shit over there at that Russell gym, Jack.
That's the best stuff in life. It's made out of necessity.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed, man. But
Well, you know, Gary Russell was a great trainer, man. You could look at the product of his sons, man. His sons are very, very competitive and very, very good at what they do. You know, and speaking of, you know, how we let a performance taint our imagery of a fighter, I think that's also going on with Antoine as well, too, man. You know, he lost his father, went in there and fought, and didn't look so good because he was dealing with the loss of his father, man. It's kind of hard when you don't have that presence that's always been there in your corner, you're naturally going to suffer no matter how good you are.
so
And
awesome.
a lot of people say that he's done and he's not as good as he is, and I shudder to believe that.
Yeah, I think he's one of the top at 140. Definitely.
I don't see nobody at 40 that could beat him.
Matias, maybe.
He started too slow.
You got a point. And Antoine punching, so you
Yeah,
know
he
if
started too
anybody's
slow.
it's gonna be him.
Yeah, I think when you look at that, yeah, you can't. Nah, that kid, that he's something different. He's special. He's a guy that steps on the gas pedal and don't let his foot off till the fight is over. And I just don't. Yeah, think nobody
Looking
can
at
beat
a
him.
fighter like Gary Russell is why I'm so excited for your son to sign to Matchroom and Eddie and DAZN, because activity is king in this game. You got to
Oh
be
yeah,
to be your best self. You got to be out there testing the tools under the lights. You got to have activity. You can't fight once a year and think you're going to turn into a superstar. It's just not going to happen.
it don't work like that. It
Nope.
don't work like that.
Three times a year.
No matter what Floyd did, and he did it greatly. You got to remember, the architect of Floyd was those early years with Top Rank when he fought regular.
Yep, 3-4 times a year.
I think that's so important for young fighters, man. Well, all fighters, man, to fight at least 2 or 3 times a year, man, because it keeps them sharp.
Yep, it's the
You know
most
what I mean?
important
It's
thing.
so important. You know what I mean? And when I see fighters that are fighting, I'll look and see when was their last fight. You know what I mean? Because that goes into my math if I think they're going to win or not. You know what I'm saying? Because if I see long layoffs and things of that nature, I have to think about it a little bit more. You know, so I definitely have to add that to the equation. And like, you know what? Maybe this guy, he's probably going to be a tad bit off because I do believe that you can get ring rust. I know some people don't believe in ring rust, but I definitely believe in ring rust.
16 months, 14 months. Not good. Not good to be off all that time.
Yeah.
Especially if you blow up in between fights, because then all you're going to do is have a fat camp. And you're going to be beating the street all camp in order to get in the ring. So you didn't even work on anything because you're too busy losing weight.
Facts. Shout out to being in Boxing News. He said it's 5 p.m. where he at right now. He must be in London or something right now. Salute to my brother being in Boxing News. Enjoy yourself, brother. Have fun and eat a whole bunch of food, man. Hey, make sure you go on a food tour, man, and send us pictures. You know I like that food porn, man. Send me them pictures.
Gotta be drinking a lot of beer out there too. They make some pretty good beer.
I want to go to Italy, man, because I just want to go on a food tour in Italy, man.
Oh, that'd be fire. I'd be smoking where he's at though. Amsterdam, all that. Holland.
Yeah, I know he's supposed to be stopping off at Amsterdam as well, so he might be in Amsterdam. I'm not sure where he's at right now.
Yeah, I might as well live in Amsterdam. I'll be smoking anyways.
Mm-mm. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we're going to go ahead and get Burning Desires, man. We've been rocking out for 3 hours now. I know I was late, but I hope I put in some time to make up for that, Jack. So.
Another great show. Bernard, thank you for your time, man. It's a blessing to talk to that man. He's a wealth of knowledge in this here boxing game. Jay, thanks, big bro. We'll see you. Be good and safe.
Thomas Hill.
Yeah, I'm gonna echo the same thing D1 said. I mean, shout out to Bernard Hackett. Congrats to he and his son for landing a good deal with Matchroom, man. And thanks for the wealth of sound bites he provided. Always blessings to you, Jay, for giving us this format to allow us to talk this thing called boxing. And we out. I'm gonna call you later.
All right, salute, bro. All right. Being in boxing news, man. Make sure you send me some of them pictures, man, of some good food, man. 'Cause I know you over there eating good. So I'm gonna be looking for my pictures, man, for sure. Matter of fact, I was checking my phone. I don't have your telephone number too, bro. So I'm gonna make sure I send you my number on DM or Instagram. But yeah, man, another great show. I appreciate Lottie Dottie and everybody that showed up again for another hardcore party. We rocked out, man, and thanks Bernard Hackett from coming on the show today. Man, always enlightening us with new information. I mean, I really enjoyed it. And then telling us about the Spar Wars with him and Tank. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to clip that, man. So, yeah, excellent show, Doc and Lovely for sure. Being in boxing news said he is in Amsterdam right now, and I knew I was. I see. I be on it, man. I got you, bro. I am my brother's keeper. But for sure, man, I appreciate everybody, man. And hey, we got a show coming on at 2 o'clock. We got the box historian, Cash Sports. He's coming on at 2 o'clock. Then we got the voice at 4 o'clock. Just do boxing. Hey, we got to fill in that 8 o'clock spot. Maybe we can get BBO to do the 8 o'clock spot. You know what I mean? Because there is an 8 o'clock spot since I don't do the 8 in the evening show anymore. Except on Fridays with the Friday night hangout. And y'all know how we get down there. You dig? But listen here, I appreciate everybody, man, that showed up. Apologize for the Wi-Fi doing the boogie woogie, but no matter what, we got the show to go on, and I got to sit in my favorite chair while I did the show. This was amazing. Yes, indeed. But listen here, man, I appreciate everybody. Shout out to all my mighty warriors for rocking out with me this morning. All the peekaboo shorties, I see y'all. You dig? Thank you, Just Do Boxing. Said another dope show, man. That's all right, but the shows get doper as the is doper a word? It is now. The shows will get doper as the day go on. Like I said, the 2 o'clock shorty and the 4 o'clock shorty's gonna be doing their thing, man. Then you got All Access International Senior Cobb at 9 o'clock. Him and the Squeeze, man. You know they're gonna do their thing at 9 o'clock, man. So and you never know when Ant gonna peep his head out there, Jack. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's still in YouTube jail or not. You dig? But for sure. And then BBO, he been doing this thing. Hey, make sure y'all go watch the interview with BBO and Reggie Johnson. You dig? So check that out. Make sure y'all do that. Support, 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 support. Shout out to the whole JBT community. For me, it's JBT or nothing, Jack. So we rock out, man. I appreciate everybody. Other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore, Hardcore Boxing News. And I'm out of here. Peace. How you turn this damn thing off? And we out.